do it.
I want the board. It's not just my gadget. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm not muted though. Okay. Good morning, pharmacy.
Morning.
Morning. Happy World Pharmacy Technician Day. Okay. So today we're gonna have pizza. We don't know what time Marco's Pizza opens, so I'll adjust the break time based on that. Okay, if it's 10, then pizza won't be here till 10:30. If it's 10:30, then it'll be 11. Okay, but I do hope that you watched the videos. Really, really do hope you did, because you're gonna be behind, super behind if you didn't. Okay, I have 6 or 8 worksheets today to go over, which means 6 to 8 little topics. Okay, and I had to get Miss J's class today. When I do that, that means it's serious business. When I do math for 4 hours, that means it's serious business. Okay, today is also the beginning of open house up to Thursday. Okay, I will make an announcement for Thursday. We do have a flu clinic every year for the past 7 years. Pharmacy program sponsors flu clinic. We bring in different pharmacies. This year, I think it's Health Choice. I'll check the exact name of the pharmacy. And we used to do it at the MA lab, but we are going to do it here on Thursday instead. I'm like dumping everything before I leave. Right? Okay, it's the perfect time to get your flu shots. But you don't have to. If you have a waiver, religious things, then you don't have to get that. But just so you know, hospitals, if you're going on externship at hospitals, they would require you to have flu shots. Okay, I did have a student one time. She's a Muslim, and I said, "Why are you in line for a flu shot?" And she said, "Because I want to go to a hospital." I said, "You can just sign a waiver, no." Okay, so that's a religious belief. Okay, she can have a waiver for that. If you don't get a flu shot and you work in a hospital, they're just going to have you wear mask or double mask, things like that. It's not back in the day, it's really required. Okay, since it became political, then we have all this waivers. I'm not going to discuss things like that, but as a community service that I've been doing for 7 years, which ASHP loves, our accreditor loves, I involve the students in this. Okay, of course, you're not going to give the shots. You're not certified to do that. It'll be me and my friend who will do it. Okay, but just preparing the syringes and the needles, learning from the process, learning from the activity, and then you get a community certificate. That alone, showing that to the accreditors and to your future employers, shows that, oh, they're involved. They get involved, okay? The only year I wasn't able to do it, organize it formally, was during the Great Big Flood when we were at the Maryland campus. and some here. So it was a split campus, but I still did some flu shots to those who required it. So I'm going to make an announcement today. We had a meeting yesterday, and Fridays, not everyone is here. Not all students are here. Degree programs, like the ones next door, OTA, PTA, they don't come to campus on Friday, so they said Thursday. Because I will be gone for 4 weeks, we're going to be doing it on Thursday. This might be my last math class till I come back. Okay, I don't know what classes I'm going to get back to, but I'm pretty sure this is my last math class.
Please know you're going tomorrow for our final.
For the year.
You don't say last day.
I'm just going to be proctoring. If it's tomorrow, I'm finishing everything. You're not going to have any lessons tomorrow. Okay, so don't worry about that even. But I give Miss J the morning off. Since it's open house, we can, we can tag team. Okay, there's a lot of things going on in campus this week, and this is also my last week. I'll be back December 1st, so I'll miss a lot of your events. You do have Spirit Week next week. You got that right?
You do the email from this.
Yeah, I don't want to police uniforms, or I don't want Ms. J to have to police all this uniform issues. Okay, Monday, athletic team day attire. So your sports team. Tuesday, Pima Pride, meaning blue and white colors. Wednesday, or program pride attire, okay? Wednesday, favorite sweater day. It's not ugly sweater, but favorite sweater day. But if your ugly sweater is your favorite sweater, so be it, okay? Thursday, personal scrubs. Wear your favorite personal scrubs. Meaning it doesn't have to be Pima. If you have a pink scrubs or whatever color scrubs you want, you may wear that, okay? Thursday is PPPP, Pancake Palooza, Pima Paramedics Pancake Palooza, okay? So they're selling pancakes. We don't want to say sell because it's a donation. Donate at least $2 for pancakes. And this is for students who don't have a bus pass, who don't have something for Thanksgiving, so the cause is really good. We pool that money together for background checks, those students who are struggling. And then Friday will be Halloween costume. No masks, no fake weapons of any kind allowed. Okay. Today I will send out another announcement on Blackboard because it's World Pharmacy Technician Day. And NPTA reached out to me, the National Pharmacy Technician Association, who does your IV certificate, okay? The founder, Mike Johnston, reached out to me and his people if I could invite you guys to attend a Zoom party, okay? That's tonight. So I'll send you the details. And that Zoom party is pharmacy technicians all over the world. There'll be raffles, etc. I think it's 6 p.m. It's based in Houston, Texas, so they're on Central Time, but I'll put all of the details, okay? Party with them so that you know it's just via Zoom. You'll win awards. You may win free CEs or memberships to NPTA. They give that away, okay? And so I'd like you to join that. Usually when it's morning, I just do it with class. But right now, we're pretty packed. Okay, so I texted Mr. Jenkins to get our pizza first thing in the morning because I said, I'll be tied for 4 hours and Miss Jay's not here. Okay, so yesterday you did pediatric daily rates, right? That's what I call that tiered dosing. Yeah. First 10 kilograms. Yeah. The next 10. Right? And if there's a remainder, you just multiply that by the remainder, okay? Who has problems with that? Well, you'll have to watch videos. I cannot repeat because every single minute of this is accounted for today. Okay? So you have to watch videos, get your worksheets, which I do have for you. And Ms. J was the one who taught yesterday. Okay. I do have that for you. You were absent yesterday, right? But you were here Friday.
Yeah.
Okay. So please don't make, I'm gonna be gone. Don't let Miss J, don't think that Miss J has to chase you when you're absent. Okay. We were talking about this yesterday. There was a student who was absent and she told her, you didn't give me my test and my homework. Guys, we're not to chase you. The responsibility when you're absent is to come to your classmates. Can you share your notes with me, please? And you come to your teacher, what did I miss on top of this that I've gotten from my classmates, right? Did I miss a quiz, a homework? And then you negotiate if there's something that needs to be negotiated. Yeah? Put your foot down, okay? Part of the training is advocating for yourself. I want somebody speaking for you. Yeah? That's why I shut people down and say, why are you talking for her? Are you talking for him? No. You speak for yourself. You just don't know what my answer will be. I've had students who come to me and fought for their answers. Yeah, but it's not going to be for everyone. I give credit when she has a point or he has a point, right? And then I said, don't announce it to class because you came and you said your piece. Okay, clear? Good morning again. Let us start. Next topic will be body surface area. Or BSA. So first thing you need to check if your calculator has a square root functionality in it. What's the square root functionality? Somebody draw what a square root looks like.
Can I take a marker off your desk?
Yeah. Please put some slide area. Thank you. Very nice. I like the tail. Okay, I usually would just do this part. Yeah, but this is the correct way to write a square root. So check your calculators. If you have square root functionality in them, I said this during orientation. I don't care where you got your calculators from. Walmart 99 cents or 98 cents. 99-cent stores no longer existing. It's the Dollar Tree. Okay, but don't blame your calculators for wrong answers like one of my students did before. They got my calculator from the Dollar Tree. That's why I always get the wrong answer. No, it doesn't matter. If you know how to do it, you know how to do it. Okay. Body surface area. Okay. So body surface area will have a unit of, if you watch my video, meter squared. Okay, right?
Yeah.
Meter squared. So if you need to get the body surface area of something, it's got to be in meter squared. And what are the two variables for body surface area, Kat? Weight and height, correct. So it's a combination of weight and height of the patient. Why do we do this? It's a more accurate way of dosing. Why? Some kids are on the skinny side, like my son, very skinny but tall. Some kids are on the cute, chunky side. Okay, so we can't base our calculation on age anymore, right? And it can't just be weight only, right? So if you pay attention on your Tylenol, children's Tylenol or children's acetaminophen and children's ibuprofen, there's a chart at the back. Mommies, where are you? See you too. Okay. And what does the chart contain? You remember, Kat? Age and weight combination. Correct. Okay. Age and weight combination, and then you plot it, and then you see what the dosing is. Right? Okay. BSA is height and weight, right? We don't really have to calculate BSA anymore. There are other ways to do it. Okay, there's a BSA calculator, and there's also what you call the chart. Starts with the letter N. What do you call the chart to measure BSA? I mentioned it in the video. Every now and then this shows up in the test. Chart is called a nomogram. You remember? So not a common name. So it's a combination of height and weight. Okay. For animals, how do you think we dose them? Based on weight. How do we get the height of an animal? We don't know if that's like stretched out or standing up. I really don't know. I should ask the vet program. Yeah. So it's based on weight, okay, for dosing animals. Just a fun fact, okay? There are, since we said that the two variables for body surface area is height and weight, there are two formulas. You don't have to remember both, right? If you know conversion, okay? You can remember one and forget about the other and always just convert if it's not in that unit. Clear? Okay. So we have two formulas. One is in metric and one is in household. Okay. Alexa, can you put the formula for metric for body surface area? What's the denominator for metric?
3,600.
3,600, correct. So you choose, huh? They're both easy to remember. Yeah, but nail your brain on one. You like remembering the 3,600, know that it's metric. What's the other one? What's the other denominator? Okay, I guess we should do a pop quiz. Put everything away, get a sheet of paper. For those who watch the video, it's perfect. Yeah? It's a good way to bring your grade up if you missed a couple of things on. Yeah. You missed a couple of questions on your conversions. You know, I was sitting at the parking lot at 7:15, trying to run the things that we're gonna do today in my head. Yeah? So it's not fair. You're the ones who invested here. Yeah? Okay. Very easy, very quick. One question. Put your names on it. Little sheet is fine. Okay. Spread out. Very good, Alexa, by the way. So this is small letter and practice how to write in caps and lowercase, please. And then, what is the denominator for the household body surface area formula? Just the denominator. Just the denominator. Which amazes me most of the time, which I should not be amazed anymore. The ones who need help and the ones who are struggling are the ones who are not watching the videos. That just surprises. Should not be surprised anymore. Only the denominator. Job. Everybody in? Okay. I do not appreciate the one who wrote, I do not know, why don't you tell us? Do you really think I will not tell you? Do you really think this is something I gatekeep? Are you kidding me? This is when I say, why don't you do your part? I don't want to waste my time. Cat, formula on the board, please. Very good. Okay. Thank you, Alexa. Thank you. I'm asking you because it was a specific homework to watch the videos, right? I had a long announcement about it. This is the formula. And the reason why I ask you that is because you have to remember one of these. Okay? You decide whether you want to remember 3600 or 3131. But know that if you remember 3600, that's metric. Okay? So your height will be in centimeters all the time, and your weight will be in kilograms because kilograms and centimeters are in metric. Clear? But if you want to remember what we use here in the United States, we do household, you want to remember 3131, then you have to remember that the height will be in inches. I know it's in foot, but you can change your foot to inches. And the weight in pounds. Clear? Okay. Here's another reminder. This square root doesn't only include the numerator. This square root includes the whole thing. It's another common mistake, right? So you solve this problem before you get the square root, okay? Another reminder, I don't know what calculator you use, right? I'm not a user manual. Find your user manual, look it up Google. There's always user manuals on Google. The square root can be second function square root or just straight square root on your calculator or in reverse. I don't know, you have to figure that out because I don't use your calculator. You have your own calculator, okay? I have multiple calculators here. I have a Casio, I have a Texas Instrument, and Ms. J just recently bought this. I don't care how fancy your calculator is, as long as you have that square root functionality in it, okay? Now you decide what formula you want to use, okay? And what's going to happen? What if the problem is in centimeters and kilograms, but you decided to remember 3131? You just convert the given centimeters, okay, to inches, and the given weight to pounds, okay? Let's do one practice before I move forward for the calculation of body surface area. This is just the beginning of the topic, so I won't stay here too long, okay? This is just part of the variable on how to calculate dosage calculations, okay? How to calculate dosage, okay? So let's start. These are your formulas. One more thing I don't want to forget, okay? Because this might not be given, like 0.9% sodium chloride is normal saline, okay? And normal, okay? BSA, body surface area, for an adult is 1.7 meters squared. Because sometimes there's only one variable and you're thinking, how do I calculate this? But if you know this, it's easy for you to do fraction proportion, okay? Some books will say 1.71 meters squared. Some books will say 1.73 meters squared. For purposes of uniformity, we'll use this. Remember, this is the normal average body surface area of an adult. Clear? Okay, I don't want to forget that. Now I'll do a practice one. Josh is our patient. Based on his stats, he weighs 65 kilograms. And his height is 85 centimeters, okay? Simple question, what is the body surface area of Josh? Okay? If you show your work, I will know that there's a little bit of a discrepancy if you use one versus the other. Okay? So sometimes there's two possible answers just because this is not like an exact conversion. Okay? So if I want to use kilograms and centimeters, because I remember 3,600 as metric, it's just straight, right? This will be, what's the height? 85 already, right? What's the weight? 65 kilograms. Height would be centimeters. This one would be kilograms. I would press equals no matter what, so I don't get confused because it follows PEMDAS, like I always say, right? And then you divide that by 3,600. Okay? After you get the answer, that's when you get the square root. Is that clear? And your final answer will have a meter square unit. Should carry the meter square unit. And the answer is 1.24 meters squared. Correct? Say, for example, you don't want to remember this, and this is what you remembered. Are you going to be stuck? What do? You just convert the given centimeters to inches, which is 85 centimeters to inches is, use 2.5. Remember, it's 2.54. 34 inches, exact. Okay, what's 65 kilograms to pounds? 2.2 pounds is 1 kilogram. Huh? How much? 143 pounds. Now, you can use the second formula, which is, where am I? Here, right? So what's my height in inches? It will be 34. What's Josh, our patient. What's Josh's weight in pounds? It will be 143 divided by 3131 before you get the square root, and the answer is there a discrepancy? How much? 1 point? 1.25. There should only be a 0.1 to 0.2 discrepancy if you did your math correct. Okay? That's why I accept 2 answers, and I accept answers where you show your solution, how you did the work. Why? Because I know how you did it. Question. Very easy. Go do some in-class work, okay? This is just a matter of plugging it in the calculator and remembering the formula. You choose one to remember.
That formula down there, you just converted it, right?
Yeah, I just wanted to show you, but no matter what the given is, if you remember one formula, you can get that. You can solve any problem. You decide you want to remember household because we're in the US. Remember 3131. Maria, when I used to tutor her 3 hours, okay? Remember, she's originally from Mexico, so I translate to her in Spanish certain things like teaspoon is for the tea, cucharita, that's why it's small, 5 ml. Tablespoon is for the table, para comer, to eat, 15 ml, larger. So she said something here, which I want to share with you if you want to remember. Okay, she said, Miss Ella, I like remembering this because I'm from Mexico and we used metric. Okay, and she said Mexico larger, 3,600, because all the units are larger in metric. Mexico larger, she said. Whatever works for you. She figured that out. Yeah. Okay.
How do you get 1.5 meters square? You need 1.24.
It can be 1.24 or 1.25. I'm just making a point that no matter what formula you use, you'll come out with similar 1.24 or 1.25 I will accept. Okay? You do not take your time here. This activity is just for you to know how to calculate body surface area. It's just an introduction to dosage calculation, pediatric dosing. This is the time you figure out how to use your calculator too. Do you do second function square root or square root second function? I don't know. Depends on your calculator. By the way, let me correct that statement. It says, I don't know. Why don't you tell us instead of failing us? Do you really think I fail you?
How do you feel?
Do you really think I want to fail you?
No.
I'm just a record keeper. If you fail, which I don't want to happen, who fails you?
Myself.
I haven't shown that side of me in a long time. I can get back to being the strictest professor and instructor. Ready?
No.
There's four, right? The patients, Tony, Josh, Maggie, and Tommy. Correct?
Yes.
Oh, there's a back one too? I don't know if I gave you, sometimes I decide just the front.
So just the front, or you wanna do the back too?
You can finish, there's just three at the back. Don't take your time, we're not gonna finish. This, my point is just, if you use one versus the other, there must be a 0.01 to 0.02 discrepancy. That's it. But you will come up with the same exact.
Oh, I have a question.
Yeah.
So if you were to take this, like, do the exam, is there like a preferred one, or would they?
What do you mean
pick one preferred one?
I don't have a preferred one. I like remembering 31.
But like,
It's your preference.
Okay,
not
but
preferred by the test.
because you did say like, it's like the difference between them, so.
0.01, but it's a multiple choice if you're talking about the board exam. So you choose the answer closest. Yeah, you choose the letter of the answer closest to your calculation, if you did the calculation right. Ready? Tony, who's sorry. Tony, who weighs 48 pounds and 96 inches tall, has a body surface area of, Leah?
21 meters squared.
Correct, 1.21 meters squared, correct. Josh, who weighs 33 pounds and is 90 centimeters tall. Josh has a body surface area of, Karen? 0.62 or 0.61 meters squared is acceptable. Depends on, are both acceptable. Depends on what formula you used, okay? Maggie, who weighs 20 kilograms and is 34 inches tall. Nunu, Maggie has a body surface area of 0. So double check how you do your square root, okay? How you use your calculator, okay? I'll get back to you. Alexa, Tommy, who weighs 35 pounds and is 15 inches tall. Tommy has a body surface area of, correct, 0.41 meters squared. If at this point your answers are correct, nail those steps down. Okay, and remember how you did it on your calculator. Second function first or second function later, okay? But no, because that's the same calculator you're gonna be using for the final exam. It won't be the same calculator you're gonna be using for the board exam though. Proctors can easily tell you use a calculator on the screen, or they may provide you little calculators depending on the proctor. It's not fancy calculator though. Okay, those are your little Casio ones, okay? But definitely with square root, okay? Ready, Nunu? Let's get back to Maggie. Not yet? Okay. Kat, will you walk her through the steps? Thank you. Now, Maggie, Maggie again, right? Another patient named Maggie. Okay, Davion, Maggie weighs 40 kilograms and is 65 centimeters tall. Maggie's body surface area is? Correct, 0.85 meters squared. Okay. Fabian, Sarah,
I haven't got this Aaron.
okay. Timmy, Timmy, who is 80 centimeters tall and weighs 20 kilograms. What is Timmy's body surface area? Karen. Okay, so I have a couple of answers. So it's 0.67 or 0.7. Okay, because after 69, it's over 5. Yeah. So 0.70, but we dropped that 0, right? So 0.7. So the discrepancy can be all the way up to 0.03. You see that? 0.1, 0.01, 0.02, 0. So 0.67 or 0.7 are correct answers. Okay?
67? Or
67.
so if I'm still in that ball range, would I still be correct or?
Yeah, like I said, if it's a multiple choice question, then you choose they won't have 2 correct answers in there.
For your perspective, if you're grading it, would I get marked down?
What did I say? If I'm grading it, how do I check it? If it's a paper and pencil test, then you have to show your work. And you have to put the answer. You show your work so I understand how you got it, which formula you used. Then you don't have to fight it too much. Right? I have multiple answers on my answer key for a reason. Yeah? Because that means those are all acceptable answers. Yeah, depending on the formula you use.
I'm a bit confused
Yeah.
on how you guys just got that answer.
For which one? Timmy?
Oh, that was Timmy y'all was doing.
That was Timmy,
Okay.
0.67 or
Okay.
0.7.
That was it.
Maggie on page 2 is 0.85.
Got it.
So we're waiting on Sarah from Fabian
Okay.
and Maggie, page 1 from Nunu, correct?
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank
got it? Nunu? Maggie? Correct. 0.69 meters squared or 0.7 meters squared, depending on what formula you use. Do not forget that it's a lowercase m with a 2 on top, with a squared on top. Okay. Fabian, Sarah.
0.300.
0.
300.
So what's our rule?
Probably 0.
Drop the trailing 0. Do not forget the leading 0. Okay. So what's the final answer?
0.30.
0.3. 0.30. I've got that one. Okay. But if we are to follow 0.3.
It's really confusing.
Okay. Questions on this topic?
And just the last one, Timmy was 0.67, correct?
0.67 or 0.7, correct. Who got everything correct? Hands up. Okay, now, if I were you, I'm gonna put the steps I did on your notebook. Second function first before the square root, or square root before the second function. Because finals, I let you use your own calculator. You know, back when I was in pharmacy school, if it's a dosage calculation or pharmacy math or pharmacy calculations class, professor goes around and check calculators first before the test starts. Okay, because there's memories in your calculator. Yeah, she clears all those memories. Yes.
Are you really available because I need help with my services? It really stressed me out with calculation.
It might be the way you're pressing the calculator. Okay. It seems like we're going to have tutoring after class. How many are going to stay? Okay. We'll do tutoring, which means 4 hours and more, up to 6 hours of math. I'll give breaks in between. However, this is exactly why I want you to watch the videos. You're just hearing it the first time. It's going to be a problem. Okay? It's going to be a problem. Because it's like you're moving to a different country. But if you did what I asked you to do in that announcement, like, oh, that's what you meant. That's the moment now. Yeah? It's the moment now. Such a got it. Yeah. This is not new to you. If I do a pop quiz, it's because I can sense.
Yeah, watch the video.
Listening skills. Questions? How do I decide which externship you go to? A big portion of that is professionalism, which includes your attendance and your demeanor here in class. I sent students in hospital who fell short of 3.75 with great attitude. I lawyered up for that student. I sent student who had absences with a great attitude, with a valid absence. I lawyered up for that student. Huge stomach, I can see you. I have my brace just on today because I know what I'm getting into. I have my foot support. I prepare like that. Not that I'm doing this every day. I don't prepare. I prepare here. Told you I was sitting at the parking lot at 7:15, going over what I need to go over in my head. So how could you not prepare? Questions? Body surface area, because this will be applied to what we're gonna do next. Let's say homework on the sheet of paper. But we will do the page at the back instead, right? Don't worry about the front for now. But we will focus on the page at the back. Six, 7, 8, and 9. Can somebody erase the board, please, so I can survive today? I have lemongrass here, just to help me breathe.
Where's your allergies?
It just helps me breathe
Okay.
and ground. I didn't expect to have to need it to. I came in with weapons. I got my back brace. I got my feet support. Thank you, Fabian.
You're welcome.
Okay. So, this is homework, but I want to go over page 2. Okay. This is an application of the body surface area that we just did. Okay, number 6. I like black because I don't think I doubt this for what we do. We just do on this one. Oh, I got it here. Number 6. Okay. Doctor writes
Not this.
a prescription.
Hi guys, morning.
Good morning.
How you guys doing? You guys all looking at shop like.
All of this was given yesterday. But
I'll have Kat.
Okay. And it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Then we get part. Remember Friday we did the page like this? In class?
Did we do both quantity to be dispensed and?
Big supply?
It should have just been.
So it's just days.
Okay, so this is the one you used to see, this
This is
is.
the new, okay.
Yeah,
Cool. So this is the homework, we didn't get this on Friday, yeah, it's just, okay. Just making sure, I got all this stuff turned in. Hopefully today's long.
Yeah, that's. Cause it has a need 48 hours.
Oh, yeah.
I think you can't submit it. Yeah, you can.
can't submit after 2 days.
Okay, cool, thank you.
You guys get the body surface area question, if I don't.
Yeah, I can, if you want some help, I can start sending it to you like you did me. I can help you out a little bit. I'm not staying here for class, but I'll stay for a second.
Okay, doctor writes a prescription for amoxicillin, the brand for what? Amoxicillin, amoxicillin is discontinued. Say for example, the doctor has gotten used to writing it. Okay. Yes, I corrected the grammar. So pay attention, this is number 6, okay? When you did quantity to be dispensed with Miss J yesterday, you did single dose, right? You have to know that single dose is the same as per dose or per administration. Clear?
Yeah.
When you say single day, it's the same as per day. Then we have our total quantity, okay? So the terminologies or the words that they use may be different. That's why I mentioned these things on the side, okay? A doctor writes a prescription for amoxicillin 290 milligrams per meter square, QID per Javier, whose body surface area is 1.71 meters square, meaning Javier has a normal body surface area of an adult. And the supply is 1 gram per 3 ml. There are 2 parts and 2 questions, right? So the first question is, how much or how many milligrams of amoxicillin should the patient receive per administration? So if I were you, I'm immediately gonna put per dose here, correct? And I'm gonna cross QID out. Why? Because QID is per day, right? 4 times a day. So that means per day. I'm going to cross out whatever DID, TID, QID, so I don't get it wrong. Okay, first step, how do we do this? Well, I kind of saw that there's 290 milligrams. That's the given, right? For every meter square. Meaning for every meter square, body surface area, the patient should receive 290 milligrams. But is the patient only a meter square? No. So you have to use that as a proportion.
Use 1.71 squared.
Sometimes the problem is longer. You have to calculate the body surface area first before you proceed with this problem. Okay, that's why I said let's focus on number 6 for now.
So when you say that, you mean that sometimes they're not gonna give us the DSA, they'll give us just the waiting time, that's what you meant.
Yes.
What you just said.
Correct. That means there's extra calculation to get the BSA. That's why we started with that. Okay, and then this one. Okay, so how much would be the milligrams in here?
495.9.
495.9 milligrams per dose, correct. But if the question is, how much do you have to give per day? That answer, 495.9 mg should be times 4. Very good. Because QID is 4 times a day. That's not the problem, isn't it? The problem is per dose. So you've solved the first part. What's next? This one is quantity to be dispensed, right? Okay. So what do? You have to check what you have in the pharmacy as supply. Following?
Yeah.
And this is your supply. So this is step 2. But you're given as in milligrams. And this one is in 1 gram per 3 ml. What can we do to make it apples to apples? Convert your grams to milligrams, correct. So I'll start off with a supply, or what we have on one side. Which is 1 gram per 3 ml. To convert that to milligrams, it becomes 1,000 milligrams over 3 ml. Equals ration proportion again. What do you have? 495.9 mg over x ml. Because you had to give this to the patient, right? But now we have to make that in terms of ml using the supply we have. Clear?
Clear.
Okay. So what's next? Cross multiply. 495.9 times 3 divided by 1,000 would be 1,000.
1.48.
So 1.49.
You got different answers. Alexa, what's the answer? Correct. 1.49 ml. Because your X is in there. Who got 1.49 ml? Good job. Now, continue with 7, 8, and 9, and I'll call you guys again.
Okay.
Questions? 2-step, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes the problem is longer. How is it longer? You're not given the body surface area right away. You're given a height and a weight. See that?
Yeah.
I simplified it, ration proportion. Why? Because that's what makes sense to 95% of American students. Clear?
What's that?
It's not hard from the airplane.
My numbers. You just, convert it to, number 100,000.
Yeah, because you're given is in milligrams, so it has to be apples to apples for you to be able to use that in ratio and proportion. Okay? It will also work if you convert this to grams the other way around, but usually drug strength or concentration is in milligram per ml, not gram per ml. You miss a lot. You miss one day, you miss so much.
Yeah.
Time lost, you can't get it back.
And it was actually, if you don't mind me telling you, it was actually pretty frustrating because it was like for the VA, so it's like for my VA benefits for here. And I had told the lady like, well, I've already started class and it's like this advanced program. I really can't afford to miss any classes, so I can't make this appointment. And she was already kind of mad because she had got in trouble with her supervisor for not kind of reaching out to me sooner because I had been waiting on her for
But
months.
focus on this one, we got a lot, yeah.
She wasted a lot of my, basically, she never came because of the government shut.
Indeed, you'll notice it always comes. Tell me that story, you can hear it.
It's cool. They never came to the appointment because the government shut down. That's all. So I was just sitting here.
I know. I hate people who waste time, especially waste my time. I hate sitting at doctor's offices. I hate those things.
Thank you.
In my head, always like, why did you book me this hour if you know that your speed is this much? But I don't like making phone calls at all because you're on hold a long time. Ready? Last one?
Yeah.
I don't have to ask you if you watched the videos or not. I can tell. You notice the videos even have students go up in the front, explain their work.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to do that today. Yeah? Sometimes the aha moment doesn't come from me. It comes from other students. And I take out the intimidation factor. To this day, you're still intimidated by me, which you shouldn't be anymore. The campus director said, I don't see you're here anymore. Before I said, well, I just walk around because I'm in pain. You know, but no one thinks that you're in pain because you're always laughing and smiling. You'll be walking around crying. Cry in solitude. Just leave your mom. Your moms cry in solitude. You'll never understand until you're a mom. Ready? Let's see. Number 7, doctor writes a prescription for Mevacor, 8 milligrams per meter square QD for Alice, whose body surface area is 1.24 meters square. Same process, same steps, nail it down. Supply is 10 milligrams per 5 ml. Nunu, how many milligrams of Mevacor should he receive per administration? Good job, 9.92 milligrams. Who got that one? Hands up. Good. Okay, repeat the steps. Repeat the process. Yeah, once you nail it down. How many milliliters of Mevacor should Alice receive per dose? Lay.
I didn't get that one because I didn't understand how you got the first. Like, I
So
got-
whatever answer you got.
Yeah.
This is what you have, which is your supply. You plug it in ratio and proportion as well. Yeah. I'll get back to you. Number 8. Doctor writes a prescription for Keflex, 269 milligrams per meter squared. TID for Bobby, who weighs 160 pounds and 68 inches tall. Do you need the TID, Fabian?
No, you don't,
No, you don't. Why?
because we don't need it, because we only have, we need to know what's are gonna be our meter squared for 160 pounds to 60 inches tall.
We don't need it because it's 3 times a day. The question is per dose, right? So we only get the per dose or per administration amount. Again, Bobby weighs 160 pounds and 68 inches tall. Here comes the first question. What is Bobby's body surface area, Karen? Correct. The unit should be meters squared. 1.86 meters squared. This is when I tell you, like, sometimes the problem is longer. Yeah? I cross out the ones I don't need and I encircle or highlight the ones I need. I'm not stopping you from, we had students who use highlighter during a test. It's a paper test. Yeah? Something you can't do during a board exam. Yeah? You can only mark to go back to that number in a board exam. Okay? They'll give you 6 pages, 3 acrylic dry erase sheets. You're not allowed to erase what's in there. A Sharpie, a dry erase marker, and an no, you're not given an eraser. So 3 sheets of that, just this size, ring bound. So you'll only use 6 pages, in other words. Okay? That might have changed. They might just give you 1, but they're going to tell you you're not allowed to erase what you put in here. Okay? You turn that back in. Okay, 1.86 meters squared. Now, Davion, how many milligrams of Keflex should he receive per administration?
Oh, per administration, okay, that'd be 500.30.
Correct. If I were you, I'm going to put per dose. Yeah, because sometimes there's a follow-up question per day for total quantity. Clear? I will put it. I label my answers accordingly. 500.34 milligrams. Who got this one? Hands up. Fabian, how many milliliters of Keflex?
I'm looking at
Oh,
that.
you're working on 7? Are
Yeah.
you working on 7?
I did have.
Oh, numbers.
I know you're working on 7, right? What are you working on?
Number 8 for the doses per dosage, because I need to do the proper one.
Okay. You have a question?
I had a big question about this.
Okay. You want to give me the answer to this one? Go ahead.
So for this one, my full answer after giving the ratio proportion was 10.0068, and I'm confused on how we drop, because we dropped the trailing 0. We
Correct.
also still have.
Correct.
leftover.
Okay, my correct answer, my final answer is 10.01 ml.
That's.
10.01 ml. Because you look, it's 6. So it's going to be 0.1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, if there's no instruction, always keep everything to 2 decimal places, except for temperature and our conversion train. Clear?
There.
Yeah. 10.01 ml is the correct answer. Number 9.
Mine was kind of close. It was like 10.00, but you already had brought it up.
I may even consider it if it's just 10 ml. Okay, but I'll always stick to my verbal order if there's no specific instruction on the test. Sometimes the test will say, keep the 10th place if it's over 1, keep 100th place if it's less than 1. Yeah, but there's no instruction. So what's the instruction? My verbal order. Keep everything 2 decimal places or 100th place except for temperature and the conversion train. Clear?
Yeah.
Number 9, Karen. Doctor writes a prescription for Duracell, 255 milligrams per meter squared, BID for Savior, whose body surface area is 1.96 meters squared. How many milligrams of Duracell should he receive per administration? Correct. Okay. Don't put a question mark. When I call you, don't ask me. Say it with conviction. 499.8 milligrams. Who got this one? Hands up.
I got it.
Okay, everybody, good job. Now give me an answer, Fabian. How many milliliters of Duracell should he receive per dose if the supply is 150 milligrams per 2 ml?
The number 9 will be 6.66 milliliters.
Correct. 6.66 ml. Who got that one? Hands up. Okay, back to you, Lay. Number 7 for you, right?
But I think it's 29.76.
I don't have that. So are you just answering how many milliliters?
Like I did the math and then I got 29.76, like I cross multiplied the 9.2 by the 3. But then when I divided it.
9.92. So number 7, we gave the answer to number 7, right? 9.92 mg. Let me just help out Lay on this one, the follow-up question. So if your answer is 9.92 mg per dose, you focus on the supply now, step 2, right? Which is 10 milligrams for every 5 ml. And what's the proportion? 9.92 mg x ml. 9.92 times 5 divided by 10 would be, everyone?
4.96.
4.96.
Okay, I get it. I didn't even see the supply at the end, I'm sure.
Questions?
This problem, that fact is making sense to me, but not context.
Okay, so we.
The front is the body surface area calculation. So
That's what's.
do the front later. And I've already done that, okay? Questions? No questions?
So,
And now.
The front is homework, yes. I don't want you to turn it in though. Yeah? Everything fine. Everything. Okay, when I lecture, right? When I lecture on the very last day, I don't want you to turn in most things. Why? It's a reviewer for the final exam. Okay? So you can have all those practice word problems. Just so you know, everything is word problem in the board exam. Even a simple conversion or temperature question. Yep. So it's testing your comprehension more than anything. So understand the problem. Read it. If you didn't understand it 2 times, read it again 3 times. Yeah? Questions? 3 minutes break. Restroom, breathe, whatever it is that you need to do. Because I'm going to go another topic.
normally we support this.
Sure. Thank you. 3 minutes. Let's set a timer. We might have a late break. Depends on Mr. Jenkins how.
I mean, do you wanna go over body surface area over at your table? I should help you.
Yeah, sure.
like,
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, sure, there you
yeah,
go.
just so that, you know,
Let's set a timer for 3 minutes. No, I can't afford 5 minutes. Sorry, guys.
5 minutes is expensive out here in the economy.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
Wait, you want to go my table or your table?
I just prefer to you. It shouldn't be too long. I'll just show what I use. And then I'll. So. I'll go like right next to you. I'm just right next to you. Yes, that way we sit right next to you.
Yeah, because this might have, it kind of looks funny, but the
With
fact
your
that
height.
it.
Now, this is more frustrating.
So let's say, okay, look at the first one, right?
Are there?
The first thing I would look for is Tony weighs 48 pounds and 96 inches tall, which in this case, you remember our formulas from before, right? We have 31, 31, and 6. Those would each apply to either household or adventure. Like it is a household, aka marriage, right? So we can use this formula. 48, because we do height, or we don't weight, or height, weight. So we can do 48. And there's a value that's not really
Divide anything that's good.
Now, after that, and then square root backwards.
But when I say when
Yeah, the square root.
It's the same way.
Whoa.
that.
Oh, you're talking in
Yeah.
That's why, I think that's what's happening.
Yeah, hold on, let me think.
Forget about it.
One.
I think we should.
Okay. So if you're going to. If you want the inches, centimeters. Do that. I tell people to stop doing that.
Oh, yeah, there's. Then we just come in the break apart.
But that's the point.
Right?
This is
So,
1.5.
yeah, so per kilogram.
Oh, I see. See, there you go. So basically, if you want to just stick to the third, you just stick to the 31, but this is sometimes you want to have to convert because the PTCB have 33 pounds and then you have 90 centimeters. If you want to stick to the 31, just convert the 90 centimeters. And you guys know 1 inch, 2.5.
So, basically,
It's like basically the way I've.
Time's up. We will
It's
start.
like a conversion from before to weight, and they will supply that to this one. So it's really about the onion.
Okay, because I had 3 minutes, should use my 3 minutes, right? But if not, everything has to be answered after, during tutoring, okay? Okay. Because I can't hold back the ones who are getting it and who did their part watching the videos too, okay? Ready? More practice and more application.
This is sort of brown.
yeah,
Just be careful about.
like,
If you paid attention, 1 page is 1 case with multiple questions. Okay? That's how board exam can be. Number 49 question or number 50 question, or that's how finals can be. Number 50 question is related to 49. Yeah? And then number 51 question is related to 49 and 50. Number 52 question is related to 49, 50, and 51, and so on. So, okay. So pay attention. I give those videos for you to watch. Not because I'm lazy to teach. You can describe me whatever way you want, but lazy is not one of those. Ever. Okay. So, I do the lecture still, I do the presentation still, even if you watched it. Why? Because sometimes watching the video, you get distracted, you got kids at home, you gotta cook, you gotta do this, do that, yeah. This is undivided attention. Many times, just like reading a book, I said, you don't understand it the first round. I have to read it again. Okay? But if you don't do that part and you're not strong in math, then you're gonna be super delayed. Don't tell me I didn't warn you. I've been doing this for 17 years. 15th year in this stage. On October 26th. Here.
Well, congratulations,
That could
happy
be next
anniversary.
Sunday.
You're not gonna be here, so
I know.
happy anniversary.
It's gonna be next Sunday.
This comes my last week's season, right?
What was that?
It's the last week we're seeing you.
Until Christmas season.
Yeah.
Last time you were in
Yeah.
your class.
So keep in your thoughts and prayers that
I don't know how many you
Give me your thoughts and prayers that I can pass.
Your ability to
Okay.
keep it going straight.
So our patient is Sarah. Okay. Pretend that I'm your smartest classmate, and this is how my paper will look like.
You are the smart.
Sarah has a body surface area, so I'll put Sarah's my patient. Body surface area is 0.45 meters square. Okay. Sarah will receive the prescription is Rocephin. 100 mg per meter square. This is my notes. So I can use whatever abbreviation I want. Okay, this is my paper. Supply. This is how I really take a test. 1 gram. There's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh, there's 2 patients in 1 page. I was wrong. This is not the worksheet that has multiple questions yet. Okay, there's only 2 questions. Sometimes the question at the very bottom in my next worksheet is what you need to solve first before you can answer the previous question. So it doesn't mean that there's series of questions, they go in order. Usually they do, okay? But in the next topic, which is weight, kilograms per milligrams per day or per dose, that you have to calculate your weight first. I mean, the patient's weight first. Is that clear? But this one is only 2, right? Similar to what we've been doing. Okay. First question is, how many milligrams of Rocephin? So I'll put per dose because it says per administration, right? This doesn't matter every day, once a day, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's start. Now I have a given body surface area right off the bat, right? So I don't have to convert to body surface area or meter square. The other given I have is the prescription, right? The prescription is 100 mg. And what's the invisible number here?
1.
1. It's per meter square, right? You give 100 milligrams of Rocephin for every meter square, but does the patient have a meter square of body surface area? No, so we'll have to do a proportionate calculation on that so we don't overdose the patient. Knowing that it's 100 milligrams per meter square, your tip should be it's less than 1. So my answer here should be less than 100. Right? Ratio of proportion. Okay? 100 times 0.45 divided by itself is
45.
45 milligrams per dose. Correct. Who got this one? Next, how many mLs of or milliliters of Rocephin should be administered per dose? Then this is when I pay attention to the supply. Remember? So my answer is in milligrams. So right off the bat, I'll make it apples to apples. And 1 gram is equivalent to
1,000.
1,000 mg over 1 ml. Why am I teaching this ratio and proportion? Because in the past 17 years, 99% of students understood it this way. Okay? So I'm not going to insist on dimensional analysis and other ways to do it. Okay? 100 milligrams per ml. Now, what do I put here and here? I
45.
know that it should be an mg here and an ml here because this is mg, this is mg, this is ml, this is ml.
45 mg over x ml.
Very good. Then cross multiply. This is the one that doesn't have an x, so we start here. 45 divided by 1,000 is
105. 45.
The reason I want you to label accordingly is our next set of problems will have a per dose, per day, and total quantity. Clear?
Crystal clear.
Crystal clear.
Sorry, you can say that back in the moment.
Okay. Everything here is similar to what we've been doing. Okay? So homework, extra practice for this one. Okay? It's the same exact thing we've been doing. Okay? On body surface area calculation of dose. Clear?
Clear.
Any questions? Yes.
On the following page, are we going to be using one of the rules? Because it's entering the usual adult dose.
Very good. Very good question. There's one or two questions on the final that's that problem, and I want to show you that. Since you mentioned, Kat, can you write the full problem on the board and I'll help you do that particular problem? Very, very good. I think
It's the second page.
it's Jerry.
It's Jerry.
Is it
There's two.
Wait.
No, I think.
That's 30, right?
I think-
Oh, the usual
I think
adult
it's
dose of amoxicillin. That's page 2, right?
That's page two.
No problem.
Oh, sorry.
There's two actually.
Page 2, the usual adult dose of amoxicillin.
And then there's one beneath.
And then underneath that, I'll do one of the two, okay? And then if we still have time, we go back to this ones we skipped, okay? Or we'll do that during tutoring.
Okay.
Hi, Mr. Jenkins. Did you get my message? Okay, can I step in just for a moment? Okay. Cheese and ham? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, thank you.
This is our wonderful pharmacy class, our wonderful pharmacy students and pharmacy lead instructors.
Hi, welcome. Come on in. Okay, so we're doing math right here. So we're doing dosage calculation, pediatric everything. So I will go for those babies and you guys participation. That is our lab. We're the only school that's an advanced accredited program in the entire state for pharmacy technician. I'll just put it down. Before you even finish the program, you get a certificate from the National Pharmacy Technician Association because we partnered there's no way you can work in a hospital pharmacy without being highly certified. So those 2-year requirements HR required, they bypass that. Once you put through here. So our students get successfully hired right after externship in hospital. She is our student ambassador, but I had her right problem. Yeah. You want to hear from them? How some of them? How they like it? Okay.
Maybe.
How do you like our program?
Program is actually kind of really fun because you get to know the drugs and the dosage calculation. And it's just like in the classroom, you will make new friends and create like a special team that you guys will help each other and ask you questions.
I've always told them make friends because my pharmacy school friends, I've been a pharmacist 27 years, are my bestest friends, and they were godmothers to each of her kids. And so I want them to build friendship and friends in the classroom and they did. Kat, one more before we're going to.
Honestly, this class is a lot of fun. And it can be really helpful as long as you are able to follow verbal orders and, do what you're told. Right. But probably one of the best sequences that we went through also was our compounding. That's where you get to learn how to make creams, gels, capsules, stuff like that. And I'm actually still waiting for my teacher because I made a teacher and it needs to macerate, which like steep for X amount of weeks. So it's almost ready. So I'm really excited for it.
We take them a minimum of 3 field trips. They board a pharmacy hearing so they know who gets in trouble, why they got in trouble, both pharmacists and technicians. They just went to one and it was so juicy. Beginning to end. We take them to bodies, so for pharmacology, and then we take them to an herb store so that they can apply what they learned here, how to make lotions, creams, ointments, lollipops, all the fun stuff. And then we do have hobby days, wellness days, we do yoga at the park, we do all those things because learning has to be fun.
Thanks, Miss Ella.
You're welcome.
Bye, guys.
Bye, enjoy the rest of your tour. Need more coffee today. My double espresso shot is not enough.
Oh, yeah.
You raise your hand, Daniel.
I wanted to take a little guess on how we take on this problem.
I don't want you to guess. Do you want your
I was like,
pharmacist?
sure. I was more like.
Do you want your pharmacist and pharmacy technician to say, I'm gonna guess how much I'm gonna give this baby?
No. I mean, it was because I was like the same based on her advice officer and the adult. So-
Yeah, but I don't want you to guess, okay? That's why we
Sorry.
do this all the time. Practice makes progress. Yeah? Okay. So let's read it first and then I'll call it, okay? The usual adult dose of amoxil is 0.5 grams per dose. Administered BID. What does BID mean?
That's fine today.
2 times a day. The child is given the meds based on BSA and the usual adult dose. The child's body surface area is 0.51 meters squared. So many numbers, right? You don't even know which one to use. And what for? So you have to understand the problem part by part. The first question was how much milligrams or amount of amoxil or amoxicillin per dose should be given. Have we not been doing this? Yes, we have. For the last hour, I think, right? Okay. Do you want to solve this, Davion? Is this what you want to do? Not guess, but solve.
Can I get a second to cook real quick?
Okay. Son, can you give me a second to cook? I asked him to do a math and he was like, and I'm on my calculator. He said, can I do it in my head? I said, oh, okay. And he gave me the answer. And it's with decimals. And when I hear Davion say cook, I remember my son. Mom, I'm cooking. Okay, I wish that's in the kitchen. That means he's drawing like Davion is sketching.
Yeah.
Cooking. When he says I'm cooking, he's drawing. These two questions actually are still the same as what we've been doing, right? Still the same. Except for there's a missing number, which I mentioned at the beginning, right? You have to know that number by heart. The usual adult dose of amoxil is 0.5 grams per dose. Adult dose. Says adult dose. Administered BID. The child is given the meds based on body surface area and the usual adult dose. There's a miss. How do I solve this? There's a missing number, right? Her body surface area is 0.51 meters squared, right? When I started explaining it this way, the students got it more or better. Can you remember my T comparison always? Students like this. Why? I can easily compare. So I do an adult side and I do a child side. I'll read it again. 0.5 grams per dose. Body surface area of the child is 0.51 meters squared. So I do know that the child's body surface area is 0.51 meters squared, correct? So I'll put that in. And I also know that the adult dose, do you follow it? Is 0.5 G. Because all the rest that I see are in milligrams, I probably would convert this G to milligrams, right? Alexa, what is 0.5 G to milligrams? Thank you. 500 milligrams. Why did I put it on adult dose? Because the problem said the usual adult dose of amoxil is 0.5 grams per dose. You following? But I do know one variable that's not in there. And what is that? An adult normal body surface area, since this is meters squared, is 0.7. So I have a proportion again. The bottom question is very similar to what we're doing right now. You following? Who got it? Who understood this part? 500. Now we have milligrams, meter square, right? But I divided it. I made a T comparison so that you can see that this is adult side and this is child side. Right? So you're not all over the place. 0.5 adult. I know that the normal body surface area of an adult is 1.7. So what's my X?
150.
What is it?
150.
150 mg?
I got 150.
I got 150.
150 mg. Okay? So I plug that here. What do we do? Same as step 2 of what we've been doing. So where do I look? Supply. You see that? Yes? So 250 mg, what's my denominator? 1 ml. Very good. And then what's on my right side?
150
What
mg
you
over
solved. 150 mg over x ml. 150 times 1 equals, divided by 250 is
0.6 ml.
Davion, you're gonna do the second one on the board. Even likes going to the board.
Yeah, it's like kind of like a wave full of feedback, and I like that.
Very good. Not a lot of students like that. Most students don't like to be called, don't like to go to the board. And I had a one-on-one with Davey and I asked him, how do I help you? How can I help you?
No, it
It's
was,
always my question, remember? First question is, if there's issues going on, my first question is, do you want me to be a listener? Or do you want me to help you solve your problem? And then, if it's not an issue, like, how can I help you? How can I help you today? And one of Davion, the things Davion said was, Miss L called me a lot on the board. It's the first time in 17 years of me teaching, a student asked me to call him all the time or a lot on the board. Because it's terrifying to stand up, it's terrifying to be on the board, it's terrifying to present. So I understand on your first drug board's presentation, you feel that way. Okay? You want to do, what number is this? There's no number, I'm sorry. The usual adult dose at the bottom is another set of questions. Similar, very similar. Okay. You want to solve that? Well, I'm not doing dimensional analysis anymore because I asked raising of hands. I don't want to put you to that. Okay, you nailed it this way, just keep doing it this way. We're gonna do the bottom case at the bottom of this. And then we'll take a few minutes. Mr. Jenkins said, I didn't see your message, but yes, I'm gonna get your piece.
it's like you just take or kind of like you want the pizza, you bring it to the pizza. You could, you,
When the pizza comes, we can do a working break. We just don't want the tourists to come and see we're eating while we're doing this. They might think it's okay to eat pizza of all things while I'm lecturing. Yeah. So we'll just adjust. Can you still hold it? Because I think Marcus opens 10 or 10:30.
Oh, no.
One side, so you can have this step by step if you want, or erase the board before you start. Doesn't matter.
Do you want me to write the full problem?
No, you don't have to write a problem.
Okay.
Just show your work and then explain it to class.
Open houses just repurpose punishment.
Huh?
There's no open.
No, when we have open houses, anybody can come. So there's a radio, I think, and TV announcements, and then friends and family. They can have appointments, but it's open to the public.
Yes, I need to see the open house coming out on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, like
If-
every time that it says open house for people medical, like, oh,
Yeah.
need to let my parents know.
It's the public's chance to tour. Yeah. We don't always do that. I mean, for other days, yes, they have to set an appointment.
It looks like from the front, it looks really small. But then like when you walk, that's the first time when I like toured.
Do you know that clinic is ours too? Yeah, that
I
building.
didn't know, but I never.
And we're renting this building next door where OTA, PTA, and paramedics is. There's an entire ambulance inside one of those. Renting almost the entire, no, there's a drug testing place in between us. Yeah, but PTA, OTA, paramedics, and EMT is next door too. David really writes like that, very light.
It's a really bad habit. My teachers of the slide.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care as long as you solve the problem, right? But Idalis can't see it very well.
Oh,
That's why I changed my marker. Because blue comments are blue, red, and green are hard to see.
wait, is it recording right now?
Yeah.
Oh, I also I'm really sorry, by the way. And students, you can't see this.
Yeah. So, and I usually just focus on the board. Like I don't care if they don't see my shoes or my outfit of the day, as long as they see the board. It's Scrubs Day. I want it to be Scrubs Day every day since I hurt my back. I didn't hurt it. Part of aging hurt.
Do you want me to get my things so it can actually feel better?
What was that?
You want me to get my things so they can feel better for your back? Because I put that on my mom's bag and she told me it felt better.
Which one?
My thing
The
is,
cream?
yeah,
Oh, I'd try that.
yeah, that. If you want me to bring it tomorrow, so you can put it on yourself. So you can.
I can try it. Yeah, at home, not here. I have lidocaine patch
I'll bring one tomorrow.
to last.
I'll bring one tomorrow. So yeah, you gotta put it in the freezer because that thing can melt faster.
Okay, let's see. Let's check Davion's work before I send you on a 15-minute break to breathe. Where's my paper?
So two final answers that I came to were,
Clean your work.
okay, explain first. So first,
Can you see at the back? It's too thin. You're
is it
too
too,
light.
sorry about
It's
that.
okay. Continue.
I'll like circle and stuff and do silly little this and that. Okay, so the first thing I did was one of our givens was the usual dose of Amstef is 0.7 grams per dose. And I'm worried that we need to have this in milligrams for our ratio proportion because we need to have apples to apples. So I converted 0.7 grams to 700 milligrams.
Good job.
And then the second step, which it was asking how many milligrams of Amstef should he receive per dose. So right here, it's based off of the usual adult body surface area. So that would be 1.7 meters square underneath here, and our 700 milligrams above here. And right here, we're looking for our milligrams, so that'd be our X, and then our given, which is the child
Body surface.
the child body surface area, which is 0.47 or 0.47 meters square. Cross multiply ratio proportion, divide by 1.7, and you get 193.53 per dose.
What? 193.53. What were you looking
Oh,
for?
we were looking for milligrams. per
Okay,
dose.
then put the mg before you put per dose.
Every
So
day.
193.5 for me, or 5.3, depends on what you put in there. 193.5 milligrams per dose. Correct. Who got that one? Hands up. Good job. You're on the right track.
You said 5.3 is good.
5.3 is okay. Okay. I put it 5. I don't know why, but.
Sometimes you just have to.
I think
Yeah.
finals had an instruction of over 1, keep the 10th place.
Oh,
So I kept it that. And then less than 1, keep the 100th place. So 2 decimal place. Okay, continue. Question number 2.
so now this we're gonna take over in order to solve the how many milliliters should she receive per administration. So automatically, I'm making the ratio of 193.53 over XML because we're looking for the milliliters in this case.
Mm-hmm.
And our given in the problem is that Amstef is supplied, or our supply is 125 milligrams over 5 milliliters. So we plug that in right here, ratio proportion, cross multiply, and our sum would be 7.74 milliliters per administration.
Correct. Who got that one? Hands up. You are on the right track. If I were you, I will take a note of how you did it step by step. Yeah? Because you're on the right track. Okay? Don't lose it. Very good. You got a question for me or for Davion?
Right. I just raised my hand for doing it right.
Okay.
Basically,
Awesome.
Read the entire problem.
Yeah? If you raise your hand and you're not getting it, you're cheating yourself, not me.
Can I-
Yeah? Ask the question now. This is a room for mistakes, not outside.
Can I try to
Which one? The next one?
Gary? Was it Jerry?
Let's go on break first, a few minutes, not the full 30 minutes, because we're gonna have another break when the pizza comes, okay?
Okay.
So 15 minutes. Add one more topic. Come back at 10:15, okay? I'll set a timer.
Did you still wanna go one more review of her body surface area, or did you get it from the?
We can go over.
Okay.
We can go over that.
15 minutes starts now. I don't mess around with my timer.
Okay.
It's very light. Davian, come. Davian, come look.
Yeah.
Look at the screen.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Did I do that? Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I changed
Oh,
marking today.
I'll take.
Okay.
Wait, you did it wrong. I mean, yeah, I did it right, but sorry that anybody who needs to do that.
It's okay. Yeah.
I put it. Well, hold on. I'm all over it.
We will be back in 15 minutes, 10:15, okay? My timer already started.
You actually understand it? Okay.
Those are all yours. I don't need it. So you better participate because that's what I'm after for.
I'll work through one of the topics on it.
We will be back at 10:15.
That's what. Yeah, because we're.
Yeah, we have to separate. Yeah, so we have two separate things, right? They're not apples to apples. You always want to, so you can actually use the proper. So the first thing that you can go.
Back at 10:15. 15 minutes break.
So now we have tissues out, so we can do the household measures. So right here, I can already run here. So remember. That's a pretty. How would you tell that? Well, you'd be able to tell by which here, which out. Now, yeah, be also typically it's if it looks like an American, that's also 17 pounds inches American muscle. If you see centimeters, kilograms, that's metric. So, pretty much. I would have it now. Yeah, if I just like yeah, yeah. So it's just about you prefer your house. Okay. The six to that. Try. Let's try the metric is one. Yeah, just in case you were to yeah. So, what would our phone?
Like so far as this, I think where I'm really at is like whatever I miss. That's what I'm really, like, I'm catching on to this, but I think I'm ready to do it.
It's just about, plugging in, but I'll.
I watched
picture you. Wrong. Fresh, you like it. Okay.
For me,
Now that makes more sense.
they
Okay.
have
Have you done these two problems? Alright, let me know after you do those.
With that, so for the, I remember it. And then
See how
I just think of it.
on the conversion train you taught him, and this time that.
Yeah, like we take turns.
Yeah, wrong, decided to return to paper.
Yeah.
Really just returning the paper,
But it's
but it
still about
helps
class.
that.
Cause I struggle too.
Yeah.
So basically,
Right
so basically, this is, it takes a week to write my.
Oh, you
This is two
multiply.
times, you take two, you're doing the math. Yeah. You do times that. It's much easier for me because when I do, now that I realize like portion, ratio, proportion, dimensional analysis, like it like confuses me up, so I can't. I like see it straight. I just. And for days to be spent, usually, it's taking some. Yeah, so you just don't figure out. Remembering. Something, the same.
Yeah.
You can take you,
Yeah.
read it. Okay, cool, it's fine.
That's good, so whenever I'm doing this, but they supply,
Dispense, you
they
want to
supply, divide.
division,
So,
so whatever you get here, you divide it by two.
Yeah.
And you have to figure out your same.
kind of thing, and not the things,
Multiply everything.
the thing.
And you
Think, that's actually good. So I'm gonna have to write that in my mind.
We can't stay on this topic too long, because we still have more applications.
apply to have like 4-page. So I want to make sure that.
I didn't even do my intro, go through, part through, right through. That usually doesn't show up anymore, but it's good to know. But there are ways to remember. So the rest of the problems we can go over during tutoring. Whatever we're skipping. are longer problems. Don't turn it in, huh?
Oh, this was from,
Okay.
yesterday. I don't think I want to, all my notes are on papers.
More math practice problems for review.
One more topic.
That's okay. So far. You can still breathe. Yes. What are the most important math? Dosage calculation. You know, I wasn't highlighting, but a lot of the patients are babies.
Oh, so all these are being discussed.
This one-
You can check. So if the body surface area,
Is less than the
Yeah,
one.
that's what-
yeah.
It was-
I like meant like these are actual like babies, like
What do you mean?
like the names, like doesn't you talk
Or
about
just pick whatever
Uh,
random. When I make questions, I pick random names.
so this is basically us doing pediatric dosage training.
One minute, 48 seconds. Where's the restroom? I'll use the restroom and I'll be back. my timer?
Yeah.
I'm on the dot. Okay. Can somebody erase the board, please?
You know me,
Thank you.
you know me, miss.
Happy World Pharmacy Technician Day.
Yay.
Alexa, could you write the first question on the board? Thank you, Fabian.
You're welcome.
You'll miss me.
You already know the answer, man. I mean, without you, I don't have no energy.
Hmm.
Are you
No, your energy is not dependent on me.
No, your energy gives me more energy.
Ooh, not very convinced.
But
It's hard to see. Look.
Are you gonna miss me for racing always the foreman and cleaning it?
Yeah, but I won't be having a board at home.
Wait, class.
We'll have to stop myself from working. Shakira doesn't trust that one.
Is there a red mark? Black or
Black.
red?
Oh, sorry. The reason she's not doing black is there's nothing right there. There's no black right there. She's being respectful not to go to my dad.
This is what we were just doing, right?
Yes.
I'm like, wait.
How's everybody feeling so far?
You get
Yeah.
when they gonna teach me, I'm getting there. But so far, I'm on top.
You're welcome. Thank you, bro. I hate that. Oh, I'm ready. Does it? And is this like homework and classwork or the extra work to practice?
It's extra.
Okay.
You can bring that to tutoring later.
Cool.
Yeah. Accountability. Big. Yeah? Can't blame your dog. You can't blame everybody for what's going on, what's happening in your life. No, things happen, but
I do think if any appointments were rescheduled or canceled due to the government shutdown, we should have been notified.
it's still shut down. Yeah, don't listen to the news, right? No news to me is good news.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I do
At
think
this
that-
point, ignorance is bliss to me. I haven't checked going on in the world. There's just so much going on in my life.
I only know because they stood me up for my appointment. I was
Yeah, you only know.
like, if y'all wasn't gonna come because the government shut down, y'all could at least said, hey,
Yeah.
since the government shut down, there's no longer appointment.
Well, that's a great time to watch my videos while waiting.
Well, my computer, the laptop, the charger went out.
Phone, it works on phones too.
I don't know my login.
You see how I'm just debunking everything?
Yeah, I know. I need to get it
Yeah.
on my phone and
Because
storage.
It's either you have excuses
Or,
or you have solutions, right?
Yeah.
I'm never a person who comes up with excuses after excuses. It's always solution, solution, solution. So what I'm going through right now is very painful for me. When a doctor tells you it's not gonna get better. For a person like me, that's like, boom. But you can prevent it from making it worse. That's the whole part. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I held my tears when the doctor said it's not gonna get better. Is it hard to get out of bed? Yes. Thank you so much, Alexa. So what you wrote on the board is question number 1. There are follow-up questions and it kept going. Alexa, I want you to write all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's actually 5 questions on this problem. All the way to how much does Timmy weigh in kilograms? What are you looking at? Oh, you did a different one. I figured it later. That's extra fast. That's fine. Well, we got extra rate.
This is just extra work, yeah.
That's extra work. The one that says sequence 4, math, graph. You can bring that to tutoring later. Yeah? And then this one is another topic that you need to really learn. Let me peek on your
Alexa.
final.
This.
If it includes.
Oh, the
your-
new page. This page. Okay, cool.
Your next class after pharmacology and math is patient safety and also a thin writer. Finals will include 38 word problems. I'm not happy about that because less number of questions, but it's easier to fail. With less mistakes would be equivalent to like 33 something percent, right? Okay, my next topic. So conversion is going to be part of it. Big supply, quantity to be dispensed, body surface area. The what you did yesterday with Ms. J, pediatric daily rate. There's 1 or 2 questions on alligation, which I'm going to throw out because that's sequence 2. But if you answer that, you get points for it. Okay, don't worry about that. I'll tell you the numbers to that. Then my next topic, milligram per kilogram per day. There's 2 questions on alligation and ID bag calculation. We'll pause that one, so it's gonna be 30. There's a question on cup. You know your cup glass conversion. There's no Young's rule Clark similar grades for these. About 60% is dosage calculation, and then the remainder 40 is conversion, including time, temperature, Roman numerals, and then they supply and quantity to be dispensed is about 20%. Huh? 38, but I'm tossing 2 questions out. We have the number of freshmen that haven't gone through allegation. Allegation is another 2 days off. That's sequence 2. Hi, welcome. Come on in.
Step 2, you want to give a little overview of the program?
Yeah, so welcome to the pharmacy program. Oops, I forgot. Welcome to the pharmacy program. We're the only school that that's everything in the entire state. And before you even finish the program, you get a certificate, which is payroll hospital review as a pharmacy technician. You don't have that certificate. It's math intensive, pharmacology, but everything.
Thank you.
Okay, let's do this. losing mine. Watch and learn, like always.
Okay.
I'm first, yeah, and then you're next. This is in class work. It says milligrams per kilograms per day, but mg is lowercase, so correct that one. Kg is lowercase as well. The recommended dosage for tobramycin is 2 milligram per kilogram per day divided BID. So again, I'm your smartest classmate. We'll pretend that. Okay. I will underline or put in box, which I can't finish my box because I'm vertically challenged. I forgot to record. I am vertically challenged, so that is
Stop it.
You stopped it. So you were recording, but you stopped.
okay. I've done this in a long time. Sorry. Okay. Recommended dosage. So pretend I'm your smartest classmate, and this is my test paper. I'm vertically challenged, so the box didn't get done. Okay. Now I'm going to put a couple of things. So I'll put here. That's
Get you
why.
some markers.
Now, I think I'm the instructor that threw the most markers.
I'll steal my son's. He keeps leaving it at home. I'll bring it to you.
There you go.
He got a bunch of school.
Recommended dosage. Got here, and I'll put 2 mg per kilogram per day. It's a word per day, and I'll underline that. Divided. What's BID?
Too bad today.
So Timmy, a 50-pound child, my patient is Timmy. Is to receive tobramycin. Okay. There's a missing problem. How many milligrams of tobramycin should Timmy receive per day? So there's a problem per day, right? That's there. And then there's a problem per dose. This is how I really take a test. I read it. I'll pause right here, or I keep going, okay? Or you can continue writing it. But I know that I'll be able to solve parts of this problem by pausing here. However, I cannot exactly solve this problem if my patient's weight is in pounds and I can see that it's milligram per kilogram per day. You following? So what do I do with my patient's weight? Convert it to kilograms, correct, which is the last question in the problems. If you paid attention. Yeah? So you will be able to answer the very last question by solving this. And what's 50 pounds to kilograms? What is it? 22.73 kilograms. Okay. Per dose first, before per day, right? Okay. How do we solve the first problem? How many milligrams? The first problem. How many milligrams of tobramycin should Timmy receive? That's right there. Per day. So, first question, mg per day. Second question, mg per dose. Okay? You can solve either one. Doesn't have to be in order of per day first before per dose. If you know how to solve it, you can start solving per dose before you do per day. Or you can do per day, but you have to divide them per dose. Okay, let's try. What do I start with? So, because 99% of you like rates and proportion, I have here a given, right? Which is 2 milligrams, are you following? Per kilogram. But I should not forget that that one is per day. I'll put that on this side. You following? What's my proportion? milligram, correct, per. Thank you, 22.73 kg. What is this again? What's this side? What's my X? 45.46 what? mg. And what is it again? I have an answer here. 45.46 mg per. I'm very clear at labeling my numbers. So I'm not looking everywhere. Okay? But there was a follow-up question per dose. And then since it's per dose, I'm just gonna do it on one side of my paper. If this is per day, what do I do with this answer? Divided by 2. Why, Alexa? Because it says divided BID. This is BID. So whatever answer you have here, divide that by 2, and that should be your answer here. 45.46 mg divided by 2 is 22.73 mg. What is this per?
Dose.
I'll pause right here. I want to stay in trouble, especially when I'm not. She hates that.
You put that over two because of the sick, right? The BID.
It says divided BID. What you solved here is per day. And the problem told you divided BID. And BID is 2 times a day. So if you want to get the per dose, you have to divide it by 2. You following? Yeah. Because we got this from where? From a per day number. Do you see that? Got it from a per day. Who understood at this point? You have 3 answers now, including the weight of the patient, right? Now I have to move forward. Remember step 2 of the previous worksheets? We solve using the supply now, right? This is when I add this on my paper. The supply is 400 mg per 2.5 ml, which means for every half a teaspoon, there's active 400 milligrams of tobramycin. This is strength and availability of the drug, right? Okay. Now, how do we use that? How many milliliters should we administer to Timmy per dose? So I have to look right over here. The question is per day, then I have to look right over here. Right? That's why I like doing T comparisons, tables, and like I put dose bars on my test paper. Yeah? And I specify that they're per day and they're per dose. So I'm not guessing what numbers to use. Clear? Organization is key, not just in your life, but in solving word problems and life problems. If there's so many, write them down. Then group them. Yeah? Oh, I didn't realize that if I solve this one, everything gets solved too. And you can group them and cluster them. Yeah? Thank you so much. Yes! Thank you so much, Mr. Jackson. Okay. So I'll finish this problem and then we'll do a little bit of celebration. It's World Pharmacy Technician Day today. World. Okay. So let's finish. Let me finish. Mr. Jenkins will join us. Thank you for getting us pizza. Supply 400 milligram per 2.5 ml. The question is, how many milliliters do we administer to Timmy per dose? So where do I look? On the per dose side, right? How do I use this? 400 mg over 2.5 ml equals, what do I put on that side?
22.73.
milligrams.
Very good. Over
X.
X ml. Now give me your X. Don't give me your X,
Oh.
but give the
Zero.
X answer. Just joking.
I didn't even understand it. Right away.
They're X's for a reason.
I'll think of it.
0.14 milliliters per dose.
Correct. The answer is 0.14 ml per dose. Right? There's a follow-up question per day. What do? If you just multiply it by 2, the reverse. That's your per day, right? It can go back and forth. And there's one last question, which is just to convert your ml to teaspoon. Not realistic, but that's why we do oral syringes. But if we are to convert 0.14 ml to teaspoon, what's your conversion factor?
Teaspoon.
1 teaspoon is?
Five.
Good job. So this will be ExCPT over 0.14 ml. And you get
Not a great number.
0.03
0.03.
TSP. Not realistic, right?
Yeah, no.
So we use oral syringe. Who understood the explanation on problem 1? Hands up. Okay. This is the time you really tell me if you understood it or not. You raise your hand and you don't. Who are you cheating?
Ourselves.
Who are you lying to?
Ourselves.
Do you want that?
No.
No, you don't want other people lying to us. All the more we don't want to lie to ourselves, right? Questions? No questions, because I'm gonna pause here so we can eat.
I just had one, but it's about the question that's next.
We're not there yet, so not yet.
There is one thing that I did differently on the second one on accident.
Yeah.
Which was, my ratio proportion for the supply one was 400 milligrams over 2.5 milliliters. And then on the other side, I had 45.46.
If you do that,
Then after I got my sum, I divided it by 2. And then
that's what you need to do. However, why would you do that? The question is per
Yeah.
dose, and you have 2.
That's what, yeah.
Yeah, that's an extra. If it's a time test, which the board exam is, you don't want those extra ones. So if you solve it here, that's why I said label it. So you're not looking all over the place. If it's a per day question, where do you look? Right here. If it's a per dose question, where do you look? Right. Yeah.
Can I just want to
Right.
make sure that, for the supply, when we were doing that, we put the 22.73 over, X because that was the dosage.
Because this is a milligram, so that has to be a milligram.
Yeah, but we got the
This is
22,
an ml, then this has to be an ml.
but we got the 22.73 from our dose that we got for treatment, right? Yep, making sure, because we had the 22.73 for the weight too, so I got a little confused right there. Making sure. Thank you.
Yes. Okay, once you've nailed it down, put the steps on your notebook. Yeah? Why? The other steps might not be the same exact steps as how you did it. Yeah. Who understood this topic? Hands up. This means lives. You can hurt somebody with this math. Okay? Let's take a brain break. Let's eat first. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Jenkins, again. Time to eat. And happy World Pharmacy Technician Day.
Yay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
Get my home. It's stay there.
Oh, Lord.
I told him I would just do a break, 3 minutes and 15 minutes.
Okay.
I'll probably go for a second. Yeah. It should be it. Right, right. Get it. I don't disturb you.
Hey, y'all. But you start 16,
Oh,
Do you have
Mhm.
hot sauce?
Oh, I brought some hot sauce, but it's actually taco sauce.
I think I do.
That's crazy. Big Billy.
Check.
Yeah.
I gotta do that.
And there's red pepper here. James gives me.
Find it.
I don't know. I was just
I
burnt
forget
by
about
it.
it.
Yeah. Oh, liquor's covered in hot sauce. Okay. Let me double check that. Let me see. I know, yeah, but I still like this. You never know. I could be getting it wrong too. I'm also a student.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
You would have to take
Right.
Yeah, you got it right.
Yeah.
remember always round down.
I didn't want to forget.
Miss Al, are we allowed to step out for break?
Text Gary regarding.
Oh.
Hmm?
Are we allowed to step out? I don't care. Not even here. Be free.
Are we allowed to step out? Are we allowed to step out for this, or do we need to?
Yeah,
Okay.
wait, I'll give you a time. Come back at 11:05.
Alright.
Go back for your second helping. There's more.
More for everywhere.
I'll try each one. It was like Little Caesars, no, please. It tastes like cardboard to me.
Especially by the time it's like
I'm
5
still-
minutes
I'm still
after.
a Caesar's lover. I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't taste like cardboard.
Oh.
I love my cardboard.
I like
Sorry.
their,
I love my
like their
cardboard.
wings, like their wings.
But like my son likes Little Caesars when, I mean, of course, if it's available, right?
Yeah.
But if there's other options. Yeah, now that we have Marcos
Yeah.
across the street, you know.
For me, it's either Little Caesars, Marco's, or Domino's. Between those three.
I like if Little Caesars is my only option, it has to be the extra.
Yes, that's fine too. That's the
Not
only-
just like it's fast and ready, like, that's why easy and you like it. I mean,
I like making sure they make it fresh though. Like I'll be like, I'll wait 15 minutes. I don't care. It's not fresh pizza.
Right.
You know, when it's been sitting out.
Not that hard. That's my last topic. And then I'll talk about Young's rule, Clark's rule, Pride's rule on the side. It's not in the finals.
Better than the first time.
Really? It's the first time?
Cause like in Portland, we don't really have like crazy like,
You have Domino's.
we have Domino's and then Pizza Hut, but majority of us really like,
Local.
it's local or it's just. Or Costco.
You can't go wrong with Costco. I like Costco and Sam's Club pizza. Sorry, guys. I take that over Little Caesars.
I don't like,
Mm.
I work there and I actually, like, ever since I worked there, like, I found so much stuff, like, I would never stop.
It's the same in the pharmacy.
Yeah, basically.
But like, the thing is like the pharmacy, like department, they're their own department and then like the rest is like their.
Yeah, but what you'll discover in the pharmacy.
I think that's like with any job. You start to figure out something.
When we were in pharmacy school, the class is parasitology, where we study parasites. We stopped eating a lot of the food because we had to look at them under a microscope.
My cousin, she was telling me, she just graduated
medical school. She's a neuro doctor now. But she was telling me, we were taking like anatomy, and then one of them was like, there's like this big like snake, and like a big pig was like submerged in like this liquid so that it can like be preserved like organ. And like she was like,
Formalin.
and she was like, we could never stuff because like there's always a stench there, and she couldn't get it.
I guess I got used to it early because my sister's one's a dentist and one is an optometrist. They bring home my dentist sister brought home shark, cat, cadavers. Yeah, so part of anatomy. The stinkiest is a cat. A dead cat.
Oh my god.
A dead cat is the stinkiest. She carried that.
I
In a
believe
bag.
it,
Yeah.
'cause never mind.
Not when
Yeah,
we're
we're
eating.
eating. Never-
Not when we're eating.
Yeah, we're eating, never mind.
It's okay. My cousin's a vegan now. Ever since that one time, she said no.
Right? Marcos over Little Caesars.
I think this has more just a pizzazz to it. Little Caesars means so much. Pizzazz is a very strange word, but you know.
Pizza for.
Yeah, pizzazz.
And whenever you
Please, I don't want to have to say that.
don't cook you up.
So far, you're okay on the topic? Yeah?
It's more practice with the one that we just did.
And you know, that it's ideally.
I'm not sure I'm doing it right. Thank you so much for that info.
One thing, this one.
Well, use it. Like sometimes you know it right here as I'm doing it and then you go, forget about it.
Back to that. So typically, when they six minus two, you're getting two in one. And this is the amount.
See how fast I can grab my.
No, that was the thing, just.
But
and
then
you
I
have
got-
it on there. And this one right here, it's the same thing, but
shaking.
it's basically like 36, right? Three of them. One tablet for, yeah, 16.
There's more? Yeah.
No problem. I get it. That'd be happening to me too, right? I just don't have a charge on. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Too, but I know I went off. I'm like, it's like that.
Mhm. It's done. It's done. Yeah, that's okay.
Like the rest from you.
It's why it's so expensive though.
Actually, I did triple shot. Like, like Amazon, I really know it's harder to make something, but I'm gonna buy a machine. Yeah, from my Chinese. Hard to get. And it's good. Yeah, I have no. Yeah, and so she sent me a link. Team Western order for something that I find it on Amazon. Oh my god, I know. It takes a long time, right? You have a weird house. She said she got your I know, but I want it next day. Yeah, that's my problem. I haven't had it though. I get 5% back.
I swear to God, I think I'm getting mixed up. Something else that I've seen. So I was like 18. I was like,
Like some things, I just kept hearing 2,000. Oh, what is it? I don't know.
I was laughing.
I know, like.
Send it to-
it's over.
Boy.
I don't wait, I don't read it.
you want everybody, now you got all these clients.
Yeah. I just put my hair on, it's always like.
Yeah.
Cause I don't have my hair. No, I feel like-
I like writing.
And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't do that.
And I thought about it, like, bro.
Yes, my mom's been doing that since she was like.
I'm trying to get your mom.
Here, she had her primary, and hair products, so she came out for like 2 months. Right.
Please eat some more. It's gonna be there.
You should just take, but it's crazy, especially. If you stuff, yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, yeah. And I think like, you know, every time it's like, I wash it. I did it.
Oh, I guess you.
I don't like judging people. Especially if I don't. Like, I never know. Like, what they have my talking about it. Just talking about lions. And then I heard like, oh yeah, they're like very capital. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I hear.
Because like, literally in elementary, I never got
There's
lions.
tall grass on your mind.
I've never got lions in my life. And then just hearing like, oh, it's very common in like elementary. I'm like, all my kids are gonna ball.
My whole class.
I think it's common for people to do that. You get what I'm saying?
But it's also like funny stuff.
Yeah, and some people like want to do that. If you just pay attention.
I'm watching it.
Especially depending on the hair type.
Yeah.
Like some people don't have thick hair, it's a little harder to see the little bugs on. But still, wash the hair.
Yeah.
Wash the hair. I never got it. I remember it was so funny, 'cause my whole class was like, except for me, so I was like. I had a whole baby, so I was getting I wasn't getting nothing.
Yeah. But I remember one thing that I always. I don't know what I was still drinking.
Playing outside a lot, probably.
Yeah.
You got really
You like the, did you like kinetics and?
Yeah.
Oh my, okay, yeah.
I don't know what it is. I can see my powder. I was kind of like.
That's your answer, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, but it's so good though.
I've never skipped school. I know. Like, because my boyfriend, like, he goes out and he gets to raise and like that, and I'm like, oh, okay.
You can probably go and have fun if you are getting tissues.
Time's up.
I'm gonna do it.
I forgot my watch was first Friday. I was the first
We
Friday.
got 7 minutes. 8 minutes. 8 minutes till we're back on.
we went to CSI together, and there was like this like one girl that was really popular and was trying to like get with my boyfriend's best friend, and then she just, and then like he was like, oh, I want to be what she was, and then so she decided to take it upon her and try to break us up, and like make accusations saying like, oh, he's cheating, and they have like videos of him walking slowly, and then like, what is it? Him walking. How do you walk?
We're stalking. Yeah, conversation, so this. We're just sitting in the corners like.
And she has like, and then she made like a whole like group to like talk about it. I was like, well, are you really? I'm like, that's so messed up. It's like so sad because like, and it's embarrassing because like just because she can't get with somebody doesn't mean you're like.
But we don't have any options now. How old is he? That's why the kids are partying.
You know, he was in high school.
I'm 19.
Yeah.
He was in high school. Because at CSN, they allow like high school students to go to like CSN campus, take Lizzie or something like that. Anybody have that?
But if I were you, I wouldn't drink, I wouldn't smoke, and I wouldn't go to a rave. Then finish the school and then go down.
Yeah.
And then you could use that as a celebration. Use that as a celebration, you know, if you want
Yeah.
to. But finish it first.
I like she was sister. Oh, that's okay.
That's good, that she cares about you, listen, I think at the time, you might hate it.
It's not more of that, but it's more like she was from Texas. It's unfair. Because she was the one that.
Let
Like,
that be, but-
now she's up. And like now she's like losing back. Strong.
You need that
She's
energy.
using that.
Just 2 more hours. Tutoring. 1 hour back.
Are you ready?
No, like down talking.
Well, I'm just saying, what,
Did she?
just finish this pharmacy.
Yeah.
And then, you know, have a little fun if you want to.
Yeah.
I'm saying that because I didn't do that. It would have been like,
You're like.
I had a ball. Like, before you leave, like, right, like, so, I had too much, I smoked, I drank, I don't know.
Thursday, we're like, okay, yeah, it has to be.
I have a history, you know, like, got to be wild.
Sorry,
We hear this something.
Yeah.
I got out.
This is pretty-
Finished anything, had a ball, just party the whole time.
Yeah.
Had a great- But I graduated, and so what,
That's a crazy run.
for about 10 years, I just like,
You just live it, okay, I get that.
and I have nothing to show for it, but like my child,
Yeah.
and behind on bills,
I don't know.
bit of depression and
It
trauma.
It's a lot.
That's all now. You should be trying to-
Yeah, let's just finish one part of school. We have
Cause like
some
I'm
good
also planning.
stability under your belt.
You got all the things.
That's good. I went to the military, so that was like my good position I'm in. So I'm actually able to like take care of my kids, myself. But a lot of people, you know, they don't just be like a little school like this. Before, and then they're 30, and they're going back to school, you know, and they're living with their mom and, you know, parents is 30 and don't have a big school.
I'm not gonna put everything aside, but if that was you, like you did, like that's some of my sister's friends, and I was like, it's crazy to me because like she kind of goes to
11:05, we're back in session.
Oh, yeah.
11:01.
Okay, 4 minutes.
Oh, you can be friends. And I'm like, yeah, but like in my situation, around my age, like you kind of like, especially when you're a kid, you kind of have to do everything you have. Well,
He says
right?
the
That's where like
Yeah.
keep.
Yourself.
But the thing is, my sister has to do everything for me at 11, so therefore I can't even do it. She like I do like the reason why her I see is that. 600.
Wait, you got a good food?
My hand. Yeah, I have to.
It is 11?
Yes.
And you're wrong? Where you from? Texas.
Somebody clean this area.
That's not crazy.
Why?
Yeah, so like my boyfriend, he was. I don't went into like he wants to invite me to like parties and like stuff like that.
My sister.
You got it.
Out.
Paper towel, please.
Okay.
Alcohol and paper towel, the brown paper towel. Ask, ask for those wet wipes.
You don't miss you when you.
I just feel bad for like my nephew.
Get ready. My recording. But you'd rather do the board.
You want?
Somebody clean this area.
Oh, you found my.
So.
There you go. There you go.
Okay.
Now you're double done.
At the back, huh? Drinks away.
Oh my god.
Oh, like the board very.
Alright, I'm doing my job.
Thank you.
Oh,
Now
I
it's
know.
your turn.
How was the pizza guy?
Before I call you guys, who wants to do number 2 on the board? Number 2 on the board.
I was so tired.
You wanna do number 2 on the board? Go. Number 3 on the board. So split half and half.
Is there a black?
Yeah. Who wants to do number yeah, perfect. I want the freshman actually. There's no volunteers. I will call.
I don't, you said use a black, but it's also black or.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you guys have it? Are you guys good?
Yeah.
Miss L, do you want to?
No, but thank you. Spirit week, next week, have fun, but follow the rules.
Yeah, I took a picture of the one on the front desk. Do you guys want? I have to write it real quick.
No, don't write a question. Show your work.
So.
Don't waste your time on writing the question. Everybody has that problem on their paper. Yep.
For the one where we can wear blue and white, can it just be anything just as long as it's blue and white, right?
I think Pima Pride, Tuesday. Pima Pride is blue and white.
Okay. Anything as long as okay.
I sent it to the group chat.
Yeah, take pictures.
Yeah, I took a picture of the front desk one.
That's the big deal.
Have fun on your Halloween costume, but don't wear masks, weapons of any kind.
I'm gonna wear a ball cap. Are you gonna be here? Miss L?
They didn't say.
Are you
that,
gonna
but
be here?
I'm being a robot.
Yeah.
I'm bringing
Sorry.
my copyrighted beats about.
I really want you to be here. I'm gonna be a ball
I
cap.
got it.
I'll run to see that dude.
I have the Geeks one. I'm collecting some more, but they still should.
They are gonna be here next week.
Alright, do you have a driver? Too?
Right? No.
Oh man.
Well, we'll talk about it later.
Okay.
What happens during tutoring?
We practice the problems if we don't get.
You guys bring problems. We solve it on the board together, or you try to solve it, and then I diagnose where the problem is, where you're getting stuck, and that's how we do it. It's not a lecture.
Are there?
Yeah, it's not a continuation of class. We specifically solve problems that's specific to each student. That's how tutoring works. Is that clear?
Yes. Is there any of these topics on the math book, the one on the book that you give us on during our other sequence? Like the other math book, the one it was not the PTCE one, the other.
The orange book
Yeah.
that I've made, yeah, everything's in there.
Okay.
All topics that could possibly show up on the. You see how I label everything on my quote unquote paper? Yeah, so you're not looking everywhere else. It's like when you said, oh,
Yeah.
no, but I did this. Now you have to go back and
Yeah.
divide it by 2, right? Instead of just looking. So we're doing 2 and 3 on the board. Can I have a volunteer for 4 or I'll call somebody? You wanna do 4? But you did 1. No, I did 1. Okay, Alexa will do 4. She wrote the question. I love it, my freshman. So proud of you. She's like looking at me. She's like, yes, you will go up there.
No, I did it wrong.
Oi, use the eraser.
Oh, sorry.
Nastiness, lady.
Okay.
Be ladylike.
Okay.
At 9, there's a student named Lady.
Really?
Right, with an EI. Lady. You saw that board. I love that board. Great time. That was a difficult task Ms. Shea gave. Just one question from each student. My God, your answers are so good. Just one question. This is long. I paused the recording whatsoever, so it's like a 4-hour recording. I don't know. I didn't chop it. Usually I chop the recording,
I
right?
was gonna say you're gonna edit like.
No, I don't edit it. You know me.
Yeah.
Very raw.
Oh, okay.
And waste my time on that. Yeah, but my assistant runs it on an AI and then chops it. I pay for that AI every year. It pops it into whatever, 3 minutes or 30 seconds.
I also like how some of the AIs can give a timestamp for videos, like they'll analyze the video.
You do have that.
Yeah.
I did run it on both, so
The YouTube
you
one,
guys can have it.
the YouTube one's kind of unreliable though. You'll say like a random sentence and it'll mark it.
Yeah, because you have to understand, ours is very technical, right?
Mhm.
So allegation is not a normal word with an I. Allegation is law, yes, the allegation stuff.
Yeah, it's like, there's some part when I had the captions on, I'm like, what? So I had to repeat it like 10,000 times. I'm like, oh, just to double check.
Yeah. So for technical stuff, don't rely on those closed captions. I don't have my assistant spend time on editing closed captions. I'm always like, pay attention to the content.
It's a lot of work, but captions.
Because I don't care about the algorithm and the metric. Oh, doesn't matter to me. Do my students understand it? Do you guys understand me? Always a question, yeah? You know how to do. What algorithm they want to put? I'm just using it as a tool to reach my student. That's it. Train your work. Good time.
For me, I don't really do the ratio proportion. I just kind of see it and I just do it. And then it makes it easier to me. Kat taught me this method, or she kind of showed me, and then I just picked up on it.
For days of fun.
Huh?
For funny to do this then.
Oh, just like how I just do like the calculations, because I just don't like doing because there's so many errors and stuff, so it doesn't make sense to me. But this is
Whatever makes sense to you. Yeah, see. Like I had that great conversation with Nunu, because I know when she was explaining to me how she's understanding it, I just highlighted it even more. Like I gave her tips on how to do it that way. That's to her. That's why I like you at Tennessee. Can't do this. Yeah. Showed her some Okay, let's do it. Read a problem, then solve one by one.
So recommended dosage for
Ampicillin,
ampicillin is 250 milligrams per kilogram per day in
okay, adjust. Underline, highlight those numbers that are necessary or words that are necessary. Like this one, all of a sudden there's in 4 equally divided doses, right? In 4. It says on the screen. I grew up watching that, and it's still on, right?
Yeah.
The street's still on.
Yeah, my baby sister watches it.
1.
That's how I learned my numbers. Letters.
I like to get the whole.
Yeah, Count Dracula is actually my favorite.
Well, my favorite too.
Send me pictures. I want to see your costume. I'm sure it's going well. You know. This is your last math,
Yes,
Fabian?
yes.
You better not fail this one.
Yeah.
I know you won't.
Yeah, that's why I was saying like, why are you leaving me?
Sounds so like tragic. Why are you leaving me?
I mean, it's for good health reasons, so.
I know it's gonna help me.
Yeah, that's why it's not that it's TMI. I want you to know what's
Yeah.
going on, right? So it's not like, oh, our teacher abandoned us.
It's kind of weird if our teacher disappears one day.
Yeah. What you don't like is the next day I'm not here and I didn't get to stay by, right?
Yeah, that.
That sucks, right? I just decide I won't come anymore. Yeah, so when you do those things, think about it.
Yeah. How much you missed, how much. Yeah. See, when you're here, when you're paying attention, you're not sleepy, right?
I'm not.
I know. I was poking Davion at the hearing.
I think I talked to everyone else. Some people were.
I was poking him at the hearing.
Because it wasn't juicy, and I get so. I don't know. I'm really.
But you know, I can't crucify him so much because there's one board member that was also sleeping on the side.
What?
An investigator.
Well, I didn't. I
An
did not see that.
investigator. Like I was poking Davion because he was next to me. Like first he was playing a game, and when he got tired of his game, he started nodding off like hooey.
Because then I was like, wait, I gotta pay attention. The game's kind of disrespectful. Then I don't know. I don't think it's that I'm tired all the time. I think it's if I stand still for too long and do nothing, I end up.
Narcolepsy.
I
Can you fall asleep anywhere?
fell asleep standing up one time.
Might want to get that
Yeah,
tested.
because I can just fall asleep sometimes.
You might want to get that tested. You might be narcoleptic.
Oh. It's just more like an inconvenience. I don't want to fall asleep. It's like I'm fighting.
You're finding your sleep.
You want this recording? I don't know how soon this is gonna process because I never stopped. I never paused it.
Wait, these are
Yeah, just yeah. You need to-
Okay, let's see. Number 2. Karen's doing number 2. She figured that's what matters. She figured she did something at the middle of it.
So for 2, the recommended dosage for ampicillin is 250 milligrams.
Wait, tell us what you solved first, because that's
So,
important.
so I solved for the kilograms first, and I took 100 divided by 2.2. So if you just do it by 2, you get 45 kilograms.
Okay, and that's the answer to your last question.
And then, so I used this information and I plugged it in to find the how like, the,
How much drug? You can
how much drug?
ampicillin.
Ampicillin is used, so per dose.
Is that per dose or per day?
I did per day and I also did per dose too.
Okay.
How I found per dose, or per day, is I took 45 kilograms and times it by 250 milligrams and then divided by 1 kilogram. And I got 11,352.5 milligrams per day.
Okay, so just doing dimensional analysis without even knowing. Okay? So if it's gonna confuse you, don't pay attention. Do your ratio and proportion on your paper, but look at her final answer. 11,362.5 milligrams per day is correct. Okay, and the next one,
So I took that lot, flipped it, and I know that it's being divided by 4 equal, it's divided equally 4 times. So I took that divided by 4, got 2,846.63 milligrams per dose.
okay, the words are 4 equally divided doses. So that's how you get your per dose. Correct answer is what she wrote on the board, 2,840.63 milligrams per dose. If what she did on the board confuses you, close your eyes, look at your paper, do it ratio and proportion, okay? But I will not tweak what she did on the board because that's how she understood it, okay? Next one, supply.
So trying to supply the whatever I got for the amount per dose, I put it into the equation, which is 2,840.63 times 3 milliliters divided by 300 milligrams. And that's 23.41 milliliters.
Correct. That is also the correct answer. If you like ratio and proportion again, don't look at the board, do it ratio and proportion, but she got the correct answer. That is what you call dimensional analysis because you can cancel the units from top to bottom. Okay, so I'm trying to talk to most of you who understood ratio and proportion. Moving on.
Then, so I took milliliters and I'm trying to convert it to teaspoons. And the teaspoon is equivalent to 5 milliliters, so I just took 41 divided by 5, and I got 5.68.
Good job. She also got the correct answer. Thank you. For Alexa, get over here while we wait for her. Okay. I love our freshmen volunteers.
I think that's like when I look at dimensional, like rational, proportional, ratio to proportion. It's like it's very confusing because like
I get that.
yeah, I think we're more precise, like, cause that's how it's just hot. Yeah. And that, and I.
Oh.
So I find the milliliters.
I'm the opposite. It looks like too much fun, but I like running out absolutely.
These are all our freshmen. I'm gonna go back to the one
minimum dose.
that we
We're gonna
skipped.
find how much milliliters. You're on the right track.
You have questions here? Again, don't mind Karen. That's how she understood it here.
Yeah.
Okay, to each his own. That's why you come to tutoring, because it's specific to your struggles, to your where the bottleneck is, where the issue is, right?
It says our supply of CPhT is 200 milligrams per milliliter. You put that correct in there. However, the other side, we're trying to find how many milliliters out of that minimum dose to give her.
That's so scary.
So you found that minimum dose. Okay. This 7.5.
Okay, let me give you a tip. For number three, you have to do the same exact thing you did, but 2 times. One for the minimum and one for the maximum.
Okay.
2 times.
I'm trying.
Yeah? In my video, I said there's a very thin line sometimes that separates the lethal dose from the therapeutic dose. Sometimes a matter of 0.01 may kill somebody. Right? And so when you say the therapeutic dose or range or index, that's the most effective dose or range where the effect of the drug will happen. Say if it's an antihypertensive, between this to this is the therapeutic range. That's the amount of drug that will lower the blood pressure, okay? Anything below that is considered a what? An underdose. Anything above that is considered an overdose. So the steps for number 3 is exactly the same as how you've done 1 and 2, but you have to do it twice, using the minimum number and using the maximum number. And to answer the question whether it's within range or not, you have to see if it's between 200 to 400. Anything outside of that range, the answer is no, because it's either an underdose or an overdose for that one. Clear? Yes, Cass.
Can I do something help you?
Yeah, she took over.
No. You're doing so good. You're on the right track.
What do you want to do? I don't want her jumping in. What do you want to do?
I just have to.
You see, when I talk to you, it's you I'm talking to, right? It's you, not what do you want? The same way, I say the same thing to my son. What do you want? Not what
do you need?
Nana wants. What do you want? So he does that to me too. Mom, what do you want? Not what Nana wants. What do you want? Because he knows, like, moms are self-sacrificing to others. Yeah. What do you want?
Oh, I think I got it.
You see,
Yeah.
sometimes there's those
Yeah.
aha moments. Let her figure it out, right?
That's like your spirit out too.
Yeah.
Wish us like this up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, you were on the right track. You're doing great.
Okay, I got it.
Don't get caught up in the words. You were doing great.
You're not teaching them if you keep doing the work for them.
Oh, no. No. I got a small.
No.
All I did was ask her, what do you want to do? And then all of a sudden it's, you.
I get it.
My son's always like that, especially on my birthday. What do you want to do, Mom? Not what I want to do, not Nana wants to do. You. We'll officially end the class at 12:10, which means after 12:10, that's tutoring. Okay? We'll go over whatever you need, not a continuation of lecture. Finals is tomorrow.
Oh.
You have a calendar on paper, you have a calendar right here before you get out.
I know. You just got me scared. I was like, is this something I don't know? Like.
I raised my hand for 3 and you really know how.
We got this.
So, 6 millimeters. Okay.
That's what.
And it was like 1 teaspoon, like 1 teaspoon.
What I do, I draw that on. Never work.
read the problem, huh? For number 3, it's a little bit confusing because there's a total quantity to be dispensed question, right? But look at each line, there's a prescription in there. There's an actual prescription in there. I usually do number 3 on the board, and then I have somebody do number 4, but they wanted to try, so
And I wanted to try and I didn't even.
yes,
So
that's
now
fine.
I'm working it out on the board.
Do you ever learn when you're always right?
No,
No. When do you learn?
I learned. when I tried.
You learn when you try, and you learn when you commit a mistake. Yeah. You learn by doing. It may be wrong, so what? Right?
God, my confidence is so long gone.
No, maybe, I said maybe, listen to my words and say you're wrong, right? You may be wrong, somebody will correct it, me, another classmate, but that's how you learn, yeah? And if you pay attention, I never say you're wrong. That's my word. That's not right or it's incorrect. I just don't like the word wrong. Not right. Right? I say not right. That's not right. That's not right. That's funny. Did you get a lot of my
Like, or, or
I know, I just don't like the word wrong. Say that's not right.
or double check.
Oh yeah. Let me get one. What number is that? Number 3, you're doing number 3. I'm doing- This. And then this for
Okay, I
double.
will try that to be correct. The last question.
I
Get it?
am also
So
looking at
this
it like.
we did.
I am going
And
to
this question
say
for
that,
those, so
we're
we're
gonna
gonna
go
back
off
to
of
do by
that
that
prescription
prescription.
they tried to write,
Get it?
and say
Okay.
maybe it's.
And then that's another problem, 3rd line.
Let me see.
Oh, don't give up, delete.
Okay, thank you.
Delete that. Yeah.
You can always ask Miss L how many days. You need to know really how many days. To try to figure it out.
Yeah, okay. Yes, you got it? Okay. Cool. Because remember, your 50 and your 100 came from kilogram per day. Sunshine. You hear the song?
Come on.
Yeah,
Right?
I don't know, I just thought about it right now.
it comes on every, I think I counted 6 songs at Five Below.
Yeah.
Yes.
When you walk to school, do you listen to music?
Yeah,
Or is it your quiet time?
I sometimes listen to music, it depends on like how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
I'm the same way, even when driving, sometimes I don't want anything on. Sometimes I want my audiobook. Sometimes I want music.
Yeah.
I'm not, really sure at all with the
You
last.
need help?
Yeah, with the last question.
Three.
I'm confident in everything else, but like the last question on number 3.
It's not in your work.
I was thinking because it said in one of the earlier questions
I would
that it would be given for 3 times a day for 10 days. So I was thinking calculating that. Taking the 10 days.
And you
from
can
that,
explain
taking
1 and 3. But I will not stop anybody from volunteering.
Where did you get the 10 days from?
Want me to do number 3?
It
Yeah,
says
please.
Janelle received an RX from CPhT.
Okay.
CPhT.
Pay attention, Ellen.
It's the one that
Number
said
three.
don't want that for 10 days, so I was thinking maybe try that.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all have to do number 5. I don't know.
Number 5.
Are you
I mean, I'm doing number 3, but the last.
Pay
question-
attention, because it's a little bit confusing for many of you, okay?
Yeah.
Recommended dosage of the drug is 150 to 200 mg per kilogram per day. It's given per day, right there, right?
Yeah.
Okay? POTID. Following? Okay. 32-pound child, Janelle, is your patient. What do I do first? Convert my, this is number 3, okay? Convert my 32 pounds to kilograms, which turns out to be 14.55 kg. Now, the first question is, what is the minimum and maximum per day? So this is how I'm gonna do it. This is how we do it. Okay, I have a minimum here. You see how I like dividers and a maximum here. Okay, minimum and max. But I will start with a per day first. Why? Because the given is in per day. You following? Okay. So what does it say? 150 milligram per kilogram. 150, which is the minimum, right?
Yeah.
Milligram for every kilogram. But how much is the weight of our patient? 14.55 kilograms. So this is X mg. You following? Okay. What's my X here then? 2,182.5
milligrams per day.
mg per day.
I started off strong.
That's my minimum. I gotta solve the maximum. Same process, but this time it's 200 mg. You following? This is your min. Okay. What's my divisor? Per kilogram still, right? And what's on the other side? What's on the other side? Same. XMG over, your patient is the same, the patient didn't change, right? Okay, and so this X is going to be, for it to be clear, I'll write the per day again. 2,910 milligrams per day. As my label says, this one is the min, this one is the max. Following? Which means my range is between 2,182 milligrams to 2,910 milligrams per day. You following? Now I proceed with a per dose next step, right? You don't want to be confused, you can do this, right? Do it again, min and max. This time, what's the given? 3 times a day, right? So what do you do with that one? Whatever your answer here on the per day is, divided by 3. And that should give you 727.5 mg per
Dose.
Very good. On this side, we do it again. This answer divided by 3. This is CID. You follow? And this will be 970 milligrams per
Dose.
dose. Now your range per dose is 727.5 milligrams to 970 milligrams, meaning that's the effective dose. You following? Anything below this is an underdose. Anything above this is an overdose. Clear?
Clear.
Now you have a prescription, and the prescription is 500 mg TID. Are you following?
Yes.
You can look at just 500 mg, which is the per dose, and compare it here to here. Is it within the range, right? Or you can look at 500 times 3, makes it 1500, then compare it between here and here, because that's your per day, right? To simplify it, just look at the per dose, 500. Is 500 between 727.5 and 970 milligrams? Yes or no?
No.
No.
So the answer is
No.
a big no. It's outside the range. Are you following? Now, supply, like step 2 of what we've been doing, right? You have a given now, 200 mg per ml is your supply, right?
Yeah.
How many milliliters per dose should we give to Janelle? Go back to the prescription, which is the sentence before where you
Oh.
answered no.
Yeah.
That is the prescription. You see, RX. Okay? So what is the answer here? Quantity to be dispensed.
The last one, right? Or you want to talk about teaspoon?
No, ml first. Quantity to be dispensed would be 500 mg.
2.5
Good job. 2.5
Other one.
ml, correct. Kat, how did you do that?
200 milligrams of 1 milliliter
Uh-huh.
to 500 milligrams over X.
Where did you get the 500?
From the prescription.
From the prescription. The
That's
sentence where it says Janelle received an RX of the drug 500 mg TID. You want to make it longer? You have to use the per day. Okay? But that's where it came from. Supply. Clear? Now the next problem is just to convert 2.5 ml to teaspoon. Knowing that 1 teaspoon is 5 ml, what's the answer?
I got it.
Knowing that 1 teaspoon is 5 ml, 2.5 means half a
0.5.
teaspoon or 0.5. Clear?
Clear.
Now there's a last question. How many milliliters should we give Janelle of the 200 milligram per 5 ml for the entire time that she will be on the drug? Where do you go back again? The prescription again. So you know that it's 2.5 ml per dose, right? You multiply this by 3 by 10. Total quantity to be dispensed. 2.5 times 3 times 10, because the prescription is 500 mg TID, 10 days. So the answer is 75 ml for the last one. Did you see? You need to make adjustments. Alexa, you're good.
So I was good
You
for
need
the
to make
first
adjustments.
3. When we got to the last,
Yeah, you were good.
the last 3, I was wrong.
Oh, okay. Okay, so don't look at number 4 yet. Alexa said she needs to make adjustments.
Can I erase my parts that's wrong over there so nobody gets confused?
Yeah.
Well, can I take a photo?
Yeah, but wait. Before you take a
Yeah, you
photo,
want
just
that.
take a photo of the one at the middle.
Oh,
Because they still want to fix their work, okay?
okay.
Recommended is RECOMM,
I'll wait till after.
not double C. So last answer is 2.5 times 3 times 10. That makes it 75 ml. Want me to write that?
I don't think this.
So 2.5 times 3 times 10. Total quantity to be dispensed is 75 ml. Where did you get this from? From the prescription. Janelle's prescription. Okay?
If the prescription is in range, why would we use
For math purposes, that's just math. Good job. In reality, because it's not within range, you have to call the doctor. Get it? but for math purposes, so that you can have an answer right there. But right here, the moment you figured it's not within range, you've got to call the doctor. Okay? Know though that amoxicillin usually is dosed high. Okay? And usually out of the range because we did it to ourselves. We did it to the entire world. What? We abused amoxicillin. It's one of those antibiotics you can get outside the country without a prescription. And you can buy by the piece, by the tablet, by the capsule. And that's what created the superbug. Okay? So you have to finish your antibiotics. And so the doctors will ask, how many times did your son or did your daughter have your infection this year? And then they bump and bump and bump the amoxicillin, or they'll decide to give augmented. Okay? See that? I like that. You want to go back and fix the problem. You want to go back and fix it. Yeah.
So for the last one, the 2.5 milliliters.
Yeah.
3 is the TID.
It's right here on the prescription.
Yeah, and then okay.
So the final is gonna be the conversion and then all of this.
The final is going to be the what?
The conversion.
Everything. Conversions, day supply, quantity to be dispensed, and this.
Okay.
The reason I'm always the finale is because that's usually 60 to 70% of the final exam. And the finale is always the new topic for everybody. Day supply is always a topic that we go over. These are the foundation, quantity to be dispensed, and your conversions, okay? This last week all the time is always the new topic for everybody, okay? You need more explanation? I have different versions of videos in that playlist. Different groups do different batches. Do not take credit for that playlist. It was my assistant who did. Oh, let's leave it anymore if I don't.
When we come across questions like these that
Yes.
have us required to
Yes.
find the DSA,
Yes,
okay, on the final,
yes.
okay.
You will find questions about all the topics I did today. How many are staying for tutoring? Not everybody. David?
Like a baby. Not bad.
What?
Cause I have to go somewhere for my mom. It's called go Walmart. So she has me on the
Tell
video.
your mom. I don't have any more lectures tomorrow.
How
Yeah,
long? Yeah, this is the last day. But
I
how
know.
long bring us to stay?
Tutoring usually is supposedly an hour, but I don't mind. Sometimes I do 3 hours of tutoring. Depends on the needs of the student. I'm here and there's open house today, so I'm here. I don't have site visits today. So
I need this homework to be great. This time.
is it 12:10 yet or officially done?
It's 11:46.
Oh, okay, we got time.
Yeah, we're rushing it.
Alexa, explain number 4, please.
The first thing I did was take the weight and divide it by 2.2, which gave 45.45 kilograms.
Good job.
Then I times that by 50, which got the minimum, and which was 12.72.5, and then times the same kilogram amount times 100, and I got 45.45, which was the maximum per day.
I love it, okay? That's on her. Okay, you don't have to do it her way, but that's how she understood it, and that's how I would do it. Okay? She has to label it per day so she doesn't get confused. The first part that she did. And put milligrams too, by the way. Put milligrams.
Oh, perfect. The answer's on the right side, okay.
So then I took the same minimum dose of 2.5 divided by 4, and I got 318.3, which was the minimum dose, and then 200.
13. 18.13.
What's that for 13?
Yeah. Oh, I thought I heard 3. Okay, keep going. Sorry, Alexa.
Then I took the 25.45 and divided that one by 4, and I got 636.25, which was the maximum per dose.
Yeah.
And then to figure out if it was in range, I looked at it.
Looked at it.
Yeah, I looked at the dose. This was the per dose, and it went back in range with the dose, and then I times it by 4.
Tell them what you're looking at. If it's within the range, what number are you looking
I was looking at this one
at? Okay,
because
up to the other one, but what number are you comparing it to? What are you checking that's within the range?
I'm checking that 500 milligrams
Thank you.
was within the range for the dose,
Very good.
which
Okay.
was.
Which was, so the answer is yes. Okay, keep going.
Then I took that same 500 milligrams and then I times it by 1 milliliters over 333 milligrams.
She's doing dimensional analysis right now.
Tossed it out, got 1.5 milliliters per dose. Then divided that by 5 milliliters, which got me 0.3 teaspoons per dose.
Correct.
Then I went back and took the 1.5 milliliters and took the 4 times 10, it got 60 milliliters.
Good job. Everything she did was correct, and she did a dimensional analysis. I will not correct her, or I will not ask her to do ratio and proportion because she understood that. Dimensional analysis is how we solve problems in pharmacy school. Okay? Because the problem can be so long like this, and we just keep going. Yeah? Good job. Good job. Wait, because I will leave you alone to take a picture. You can now. Davion can take a picture.
Oh, wait, let me take my picture too. Hold up.
So, it's just, I need to get my steps down. That's it. I'm not separating it.
I'm gonna have to,
Common point of confusion because the prescription is hidden in one of the sentences. Yeah, but if you pay attention and go back over this point, this is my prescription. Right, going down. Okay. Good. Thank you so much. Good job, guys. Now, any questions? Can I have a homework packet of this and practice and solve too? I'll run and make copies.
Just to clarify though, nothing that you have given us today is being printed for actual.
Nothing. I don't want none of your homeworks because that's for your review. I wanted you to come to the board for your participation today so that I know that you understand. Question? Questions? You already did that here, huh? I'm not gonna go back to that. The first 10 kilograms to succeeding. I have a homework packet. You want it? Okay, I'll get some copies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Alexa, can I see your?
Was pertaining to the prescription.
So you did a minimum max.
Yeah, I used to minimum max at first. Yeah. And that's minimum max. So this is the per day. And then to find the per dose, you have to divide it by 12.
I get it. I think this might be easier than the of course we can.
The food clarity, yeah. Okay, so yeah. So that's why you divide by two. If you prepared it. Right. It's just.
Okay. Anything you'd like us to give her erasing the board? All those extras, just put them on the side so I can give Idalis her set of homework. Okay. Time check. It's 11:53. We skipped some worksheets because they're just repetition topics of topics. I want to talk about a couple of things: Young's rule, Freisler's rule, and Clark's rule. The old way of calculating pediatric dose. Okay, Young's rule, Clark's rule, and Freud's rule. This is how I remember this. And just so you know, the formulas are on the pharmacy math dosage calculation sheet that I gave you, which you should put in a clear sheet. Okay. How do I remember Clark's rule? Clark's is you listen. So Kat said shoe brand. Yes, that's what I said in the video. And all your weight is on your shoes. So Clark's rule is a calculation of pediatric dose based on weight. But remember I told you gone are the days when we just do weight, right? Okay. Young's rule and Freud's rule, I think it's Freud, not Fried, because it's spelled as Freud. Okay, so Clark's rule is weight calculation. The formula, that's on your dosage calculation sheet. Remember I gave you sheets? Okay. Young's rule versus Freud's rule. What did I say in the video, Kat, to remember the two to differentiate? Okay, so Freud and Young's rule are calculation of dosage based on age. That's why we don't use them anymore, right? And Freud, how I remember it, was we don't give fried food to children younger than 2 years of age. So this calculation is based off of age for kids younger than 2 years of age. So the formula includes age in months. And then Young's rule, they're young, so above 2 years old. That's it. That's how I remember it. Yeah? We don't see that much anymore. Where's the formula? It's in your math dosage calculation sheet, one-page sheet that I gave you. Any questions? I'll end this recording now. Adios. The 4-hour recording. Yeah.